day. Shit, that's my body. My body is terrible. Today, we celebrate our nation's independence. And the nation, we stand as one. We are the world. We are, I saw a lighter in this bitch. Ah! We are the children. We are the, there it is, you sneaky little liar. There's a study that often proves that fireworks will kill you faster than cigarettes. Oh. Also, to all those people that sent out those, dude, she's just not that into you. I already know. It's okay. And that's why I still don't give a shit. Some good nicotine. So today is our national extravaganza. Still nobody watching. Because often I go insane. No matter if I'm taking my medication or not. Which I still am taking my medication. I assure you. I am just a very, very angry person. Because I have a lot of pent-up rage. Because of people dying in my life. I started experiencing that when I was 2 years old. My cousin died of a dude murdering her and then killing himself. It was tight, right? It's cool. So he probably may have killed more people, or he was a cop in LA, which was in those times considered racist, I guess. Because they were definitely racist. But that's not the point. What I'm trying to say is, today is our national independence. None of that matters. None of my friends dying. None of it. Because today we're celebrating our nation's greatest weapon. Cameras. We gave cameras to China. They decided to put boxes on people's faces next to different symbols that I can't understand. And that's the reason why we hate China. Because we can't understand them. If they'd be like us, then we wouldn't care. God damn it. No, I'm so not in character. I'm not in character right now. And that is the reason I'm angry. And that's the reason why. Because I'm a hefty nationalist. Not even close. I do believe that in most situations, I started talking with smoke in my mouth. I am practicing screaming vocals. I'm never going to tell anybody about it, except in this video, so no one's going to find out. So that's the reason why I am angry. And I want to scream about something. I want to scream about it. It'll be super tight. Dumb bitch. He hit his head all the way down. That's gotta hurt. Son of a whore. I'm starting a line. I'm trying to start a line. Yeah. That's why I like Japanese culture and not Chinese culture. You know why? Because Japan is more like people more like us than you know. We have the same structure as far as government goes. Racist. Because they're all Japanese, you know? They have the same structure of video games. They try to scam you. All of them. They say they have a good game, and you're like, this isn't that good, but I'll keep playing it because I don't have anything better to do because I don't want to get coronavirus anymore. How's it going, viewer? If you would like to understand, this is my July 4th extravaganza. There's going to be so many things. Me. That's it. Amazing, right? I know. I'm surprised that I even showed up for it. It's so stupid. Shit. I do love July 4th. It's fun occasion, but I also love making fun of culture. It is the most fun thing to do. I like making fun of culture because people believe stupid shit about themselves, especially in religion. Everybody's just like, the Pope is a good guy. He likes to help people. And it's like, no. The original Pope was a mafia. They would kill people on a regular basis and stop people from ingraining. And that's how they came into power. And also how, control today's economy today. Maybe they have a good intentions. Maybe they're corrupt as shit. Who knows? It doesn't matter. Because you know why? Because it's July 4th. And also hot dogs, fireworks. You know, there's fireworks actually popping in the distance that if you listen closely, you can hear. That you can hear them living life. Yeah, bitches. I did it. Made that little line. Little tiny line. And also, nope, don't hit. Oh, you bitch. I think the reason why this game is not as good as the other, as Skate and stuff like that, or Session, is because its physics is weird. It's one. Oh, see, look at that. I didn't fall down immediately. I got caught by the clipping between the actual stuff. So when y'all say that she's just not that into me, or y'all keep on goddamn saying it, even though it really doesn't matter to me, I just was attracted to someone in a window, and that's the point. Is I'm not even attracted to that person anymore. Not even in the slightest. They decided to do something else with their lives, and that's the reason why I'm not attracted to them anymore. I mean, I still have feelings for them, as friends and stuff, but no attraction whatsoever. And half the shit is just weird. I don't get a boner anymore. It's half the shit that I used to get a boner for. It just really doesn't matter. The point is your penis is a muscle, and if you have involuntary functions on it and stuff like that, you could have ED. So just realize that. You really could develop ED later on in life because of those certain nerve endings in your penis being connected to your brain constantly. So just realize that, and if you can control it, you can put your penis down in any situation. You don't immediately get a boner when you look at a bitch. Yeah, that's the point. That's what happens to people who have ED. They have uncontrollable boners. They pee their pants a lot. Yep. They get really, really bad ED later on in life. If you see a bitch and you get a kind of a chub or something like that, that's okay. But that's the point, is you're not even touching it, So just realize that those feelings are what is those feelings? They're mental instabilities, kind of. Those are you're primal kind of dude, Primal. It's primal. That's the point. It's just your need to want to procreate is overriding all of your other impulses. So you're a caveman, and that means you're an idiot. Because their main focus was hitting women on the head to make them pass out, so they can impregnate them and then force them to give birth to babies and stuff like that. Or maybe women hit dudes. It didn't matter. It's the same bullshit. I don't give a shit. You were stupid enough to leave yourself open like that. Didn't matter who it was. So yeah, understand that. Realize you should have, no matter who's touching your dick, you should have control over your dick. It should be able to like stimulate it, like, ooh, look at this, and like tell you things and stuff like that. If you can move it on your own, you're a fucking champ. You're a goddamn champ. And that's what I'm gonna focus on today. On this July 4th extravaganza. Because we get constant stimuli as far as men go. We get constant stimuli, constant things to tell us that we are, the way we are is okay. It's not. It's not okay. Like, half the shit, the only reason why like a woman is actually turned on is because a woman thinks that a man is turned on by that. They think they're turned on by their own voice sometimes. And we're going to talk about me actually doing this too. Me understanding and realizing that what is it? What's the word? What is it? It's like that thing, like you know that thing that the person is talking to whenever they're talking to like the version of the person they want to talk to that they think they're changing the mind of. There you go. It's like I rev myself up sometimes. Yeah, it's like I rev myself up. My engine, my PC engine. I don't know what it is. I'm not a Mac, so I don't give a shit. This is the thing I think that everyone doesn't realize is their absolute ego, and I think that's the reason why a lot of people actually have even those ingrained kind of thoughts about what they actually think race is, what they actually think all these other things are, and stuff like that. They don't think about evolution. They think about any of this shit. They just think about God and He created people, and I'm attracted to whoever I want to be attracted to. Okay, and then those two gay dudes, you found out they were brothers. Oh, that sucks, right? Oh, darn. And I laughed as though I was a part of it, but I wasn't. I wasn't part of it. It didn't matter. That's what happens, though. This is like dudes who are attracted to whoever they're attracted to eventually realize that they have family members that they're attracted to. And then you want to say Sweet Home Alabama, but I just think and understand and know that happened in Boston as well. So, and New York, and a bunch of different places. It's the reason why some kids have disabilities sometimes they don't really realize. Because they don't realize that their parents were cousins. First cousins, usually. Einstein tried to marry his sister, so he wasn't that smart. Yep. And Gandhi regularly slept with children. Not like slept with children, but like completely naked though. So that's kind of weird as well. Let's see. Let's mess up with some other people. Let's see. George Washington. The reason why he lost his teeth was because of opioids. I mean, yeah. It's like everyone has their own vices and they're pretty stupid all the way. You know. Let's see. Let's see. A lot of different politicians and people were thin because of cocaine back in the 1800s and stuff like that. You know, people over there, they were all thin because of cocaine. The reason why we're obese is because we actually eat food and understand that it fills us up. We don't eat McDonald's, which is literally just porridge. With some sausage porridge with that? With some sausage? It's not going to make you feel bad at all, except if you eat too much of it, we put a little thing of oil inside of it to make it slick down your butt. Yeah. I just want to tell you how much air is in the food that you eat, you know, like, that's all I want to do. I just want to, like, ruin a bunch of different, like, franchises for people. I was like, we can eat chicken from Popeyes. It's like, yeah, I know. You can totally eat chicken from Popeyes. It's like, you know why it's getting more expensive and more expensive? Because of their name getting higher, and also the pieces of chicken are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Because people are assholes. And they don't know. They don't care. They don't give a shit. They just want to eat something in their bodies. And they don't realize that having a heartier meal or a better meal, more food, no matter what they're eating, vegetarian, veganism, whatever you want to talk about, it's better if they don't go to restaurants. So, And also, you can get ED from doing that too, because constantly always thinking that was an awesome line, yeah. Damn it. Yeah, that's like the whole thing. It's like it's the way that America is going right now. We're just businessing it out, making the whole 9 yards. Yeah, and the reason why everybody's thinking that all the wealth went to the billionaires, it already happened before this COVID thing happened. Because it was a bunch of people in a room that decided they were not allow the coronavirus to actually get out. Some were Chinese, some weren't. Some were billionaires and people who keep to the shadows. The reason I want to keep to the shadows because I want to know what's in that meeting room. You know, what does that mean in that meeting room? All right, so we're gonna let coronavirus get out, and we're gonna ruin a bunch of holidays for everyone, but everyone's gonna order more stuff, so we are gonna make more money. Yeah, everybody on Amazon literally cashing in on the fact that that's what coronavirus really was. It's just a massive run to be able to collect wealth from complete strangers who think that no one's getting abused at all the goddamn fucking warehouses that they work at. You know, just that. Also, Jeff Bezos probably has ED. You know, that's the point too. Is like if you don't control those unwarranted thoughts sometimes, or like those like you know like the Tom Cruise gay joke and stuff like that. It's pretty much like that. Like if you run away from those thoughts, or if you like hide those thoughts in your own self and stuff like that, you'll eventually have ED, and you'll wonder why you're only attracted to like with gay porn, I guess, or like chicks with dicks and stuff. It's not bad. It's not. I mean, I've watched it before. Wasn't turned on by it. I was like, she's got really hot tits. And she's coming out of that's a hot tub with a dick coming out of it. That's a chick with a dick in the hot tub. See, when things are simple, things are just so much better when things are simple. Multisexual. Oh god damn it. I gotta make fun of people because I love it. It's fun to do. I want to. I don't want to do it on stage because it's just really, really taxing on my emotional state. Just to understand that many people are okay with that fucked up of a joke. It just doesn't give me any trust in society. You can just come up with anything you want to, and literally people are just like, "Oh my god, he's a genius." It's like, no, he just said a bunch of different curse words and almost said the N-word. And you decided to understand that that's genius, and then you're like, "Oh my god, PC culture is just so great, dude." And then I go, oh my god. See, I'm talking to the hyper-liberal people, hyper-liberal, and understanding that they just because you're liberal doesn't mean you're PC, and not just because you're Republican doesn't make you a fucking child molester or a racist or anything like that. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. It makes you a rich asshole, probably, most likely. But also, you know what liberals are? Rich assholes. So that's the reason why you shouldn't get ED, because the rich liberal and Republican assholes or conservative assholes will tell you how to live your life, and you'll listen to them because you think that somehow they're different from each other, and they're not, because they don't give to charities often. They don't really do that, especially the billionaires, because they give to charities completely less often. They're like, $100 million, holy shit. Oh wait, does he make like $17 billion every 3 months or something like that? Like, oh yeah, he does. Oh, okay. So you're saying that it's not the bulk of his entire estate? No, it's not. It's really not. It's not the bulk of his entire estate, and that's the reason why I just fucking failed. So, a friend of mine was over. He was chilling with me, and or he's a friend, I guess. He's a good guy, but I don't know him that well. He kind of has like really depressive thoughts and stuff, and I really think that he needs therapy. So I think that I just think that like a lot of times people don't realize their depressive thoughts. They don't realize their self-deprecating thoughts and stuff like that. I absolutely realize my self-deprecating thoughts because I've been through therapy and I understand self-deprecating thoughts and what the definition of them are. I still think he's my friend, though. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's just depressed all the time. So and it sucks. I'm really worried about him sometimes. He decides to quit jobs like completely. Like he was what I used to be, basically. Like he has a lot of experience and a really good amount of experience managing stuff, but he does not want to work there and constantly be on the fucking grind or be responsible like that. He wants to be kind of like free, you know, like being able to be free. And sometimes when you think you have to be free, it's like because you feel as though your job is an escape. And I understand that. I realize that sometimes my job was an escape from different people who were getting on my nerves or something like that, or things that were getting on my nerves because of it, and I realized that I had to change not only my job, but the situation that I was in, or go to the hospital and change my medication, which was often. So, but that's the reason why So, it's July 4th. Everybody's doing the whole thing with the fireworks and stuff. Everybody's making a big old day of it. I'm talking about ED and the fact that depressive and lonely thoughts, you know, that sometimes work their way in sometimes and make you feel as though you're not making anything of yourself. You can feel like you're not doing anything. You're just allowing life to pass by you and stuff. And that's the hardest part to realize. You know, like it's like you realize that those depressive lyrics, you were able to get them out because it wasn't because you were listening to them. It was just because you're telling yourself something. You really are. And you're realizing that like, yeah, I understand lyrics. I understand lyric poetry. I understand that half the time Edgar Allan Poe was making all that poetry, he was a terrible, terrible fucking person. And it wasn't because of him. It wasn't because of like the lyrics or anything like that. It was because of him not understanding that he was talking to himself. You know, he was talking to himself, and he was socially starved. People don't realize they're socially starved until it's too late sometimes. I realize that that's the reason why I keep talking to this, because one day I'm going to not become popular, but I'm at least going to have more than 2 people on the goddamn thing at one time. That's the July 4th extravaganza, baby. Talking about mental health. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm whapping it. That's a wet ass psychology. Yeah. I gotta do this. Something good. I jumped on the trash can. That's a line. Damn it, I wanted to land on the goddamn railing or whatever, or the edge of it. It's going, and I'm jumping off now. Yeah. Yeah, got it. God damn it. I'm just doing random shit. Damn it! No! So as I'm talking about all these different things that people understand, the reason why I think that people kind of they don't understand that they're working on adrenaline. Like my dad didn't realize that shit either. He was just like, oh, sometimes I just breathe and I meditate and stuff like that, and then it goes away. And I was like, that's because you're calming yourself from all the terrible thoughts that are in your mind all the time. You have to realize that those terrible thoughts you have to let go of, and realize that no, you're not that person. You're not the person that those things happen to. You're a different person now because you're different, because you're a constantly changing person. You're not even the same person you were 10 years ago, because you're completely made up of different cells, hopefully, I guess. Unless you're completely like hold on to like all those different things that happen to you, and you think that somehow they define you. Like, some people don't realize that oh my god, like maybe movies are wrong. Like, yeah, they're wrong. They're completely wrong. They're always wrong. There's Hollywood telling you a preconceived notion that they believe humans to have because of baser functions. Consuming products. That's all it is. It's just huge corporations making light of what they think someone likes, and they base that completely off of you wanting or not wanting their product. And that's how they make their money back when they fucking blow out the goddamn bankruptcy. Because they know that they'll make their money back by constantly making references to either people, things, or ideas that you yourself have said you liked in certain surveys that you make. That certain surveys that they make. It's the reason why constantly certain producers are constantly keeping their jobs, because... And the reason why it was so easy for a lot of pedophilic motherfuckers to take advantage of that system. It's real. The pedophilic corporate elite. It's fucking crazy, man. Like, the reason why it's that way is because people don't base those things off of actually seeing different things. A lot of companies, what they'll do is they'll base their entire process off of just the things that they've seen people like, not the things that are actually in their life, not the things they're desperate about, not the fact that they're constantly deprecating themselves and wanting to go back to that one restaurant. Not the thoughts in between. They just believe that everyone's having a good time. So that's what they do. They portray, and that's what completely makes everyone want to buy their product, even though they're doing something terrible for what they think society is. And that's the reason why I believe a lot of people don't understand what society actually is in a nutshell. Society is an idea. An idea that no matter where you come from, no matter what your culture is, you have differing and you also have same ideas. Because ideas are based upon certain things that you buy. And people buy them, and they buy them a lot. They buy them a lot. They do. They buy them a lot. This is the reason why this is part of my philosophy on life, and it has a lot to do with the martial arts that I was taught as well. I understand that a lot of times there are people that think that society comes to them, or they think that like, wait for it, because being patient is a good idea. It's like, no, being patient was good when we were waiting on prey to eat. That's what patience is for. I understand that's what it's for. I understand that's what the reason why we actually even have patience to begin with. Patience is virtue because the early bird gets the worm. That's it. That's all. Like, I think that, like, if anyone was to like take most of the sayings and like put them together, like you wouldn't like what they say about you. Like by themselves, you're like, oh yeah, okay, I get the idea, and then you're like, but let's see, don't count your eggs before they hatch, because one stone can kill two birds, I guess. Two birds can kill one stone, obviously. That's right, everybody knows. It's like, don't count your eggs before they hatch, because there's that stone that can kill two birds. or you can't have your cake and eat it too, because it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. I don't know any sayings, but I just don't have them on memory. But yes, see, goddamn, you left. This is why I believe that there's certain people that are just like really like trying to boost my numbers and shit. And I just don't give a fuck. Like, I want to get canceled, right? I want to get canceled, right? I'm gonna get fucking canceled, bro. Be fucking tight. It's actually like a rite of passage with most men. Fucking cancel me, dude. I'll fucking cancel you, dude. Fuck ya. I think you're offensive and you're stupid. And it's like, whatever. I don't give a shit about what you think my ideas are. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It never mattered to me. It never mattered to me at all, because I never used your actual ideas or anything about you to define me. And that's probably the reason why I'm alone. So, it's all right. I mean, at least I understand why I'm alone. So, it's fun. I mean, I have friends. I stay at people's houses and stuff. I'm not a complete douchebag, but I know that my friends feel the same way inside, but never say it aloud. So, and it doesn't matter, because they're more likable, I guess. They're more like, they act more like what they think is stable, or what they think is stable, so people don't get weirded out about it. So it's like, yeah, it's just like, fuck you, dude. I love my friends, but I think they're dickish. Because I'm dickish, and they have, at least they're, okay, I see. Oh, fuck you, there you go. So you actually play games online, and I think they're awesome. I think they're really good. They're really fun to play. They're really cool. I really like games. God damn it. So, just realize that everyone's the same. Like, if you really think that dude that like really is sweet to you doesn't want to get in your pants, just stop living and don't breathe anymore, because he thinks about it constantly. If he's not thinking about it constantly in front of you, this is not true. This is not absolutely true. Even the gay dude literally is thinking about not being gay sometimes. Yeah. Even the absolute gay dude, the gayest dude, will literally put on a dress because he has feelings of unrest towards either his mother, his father, or anything like that. And that's probably the reasons why he's so gay, because he's traumatized. You don't realize that, yeah, he probably, if he wasn't traumatized, he might be bi, you know? You might think that you're sexy, or you're cute, or your titties are nice, or anything, or your ass is cool, or your face looks adorable, and he wants to kiss it with his mouth. It sounds weird, but yeah. It's true. The fact is that no matter what sexual orientation you are, you should have the rights to be able to do what you want. And that's the reason why. That's the reason why. People don't like. But also, Russia doesn't care. And you're like, yeah, you have national feelings and stuff like that. Everybody has national feelings. Little stupid feelings that like a little unrest on you. You just feel like you're doing the wrong thing all the time. Me being white, or whatever the fuck I am, because I'm not white. I'm pink and tan and a bunch of shit. I tan a day after. And I'm Irish, so obviously I'm part Spanish. It's just like, yeah, this one chick just tried to tell me that, oh, Cuban was founded by white people. And it's like, no, there's a lot of people with darker hair, and like they're all Cuban. Yeah. My older brother Adam, if you saw his hair, he is a dark motherfucker. he had black hair, like straight up black hair, like you wouldn't even understand. Like he had straight up black hair. He was a Japanese boy. He was a Japanese man when he was about 16. He was Japanese. He was not even close to being what you would think Italian or any of the goddamn Spanish people. He was Spanish. He was Spanish, and he looked like a goddamn. He looked like a Japanese man. He really did. He really did look like a Japanese man. I'm not even being racist at all. Like, he really looked like he liked, manga. And he didn't. He really didn't. He didn't like any of it. He just thought it was all just, like, kind of douchey. Because, I don't know, it's like a lot of dudes, like, who have, like, older, like, mentalities who have been raised by this kind of weird, systemic sort of bullshit. They believe that being, like, stoic or, like, or what they believe to be honorable, or, like, have less thoughts. I guess to think that it's like honorable to be able to, like, because like, I realized that a lot of times when I was trying to be stoic, I was judging myself constantly. I was like don't fucking sit that way, because it's not considered a certain thing, but it lets off a certain air. And I realized that a lot of times whenever I was actually like judging myself or anything like that, or being stoic, I was constantly like positioning myself in like cool positions, or like doing like when I was thinner or some shit like that, I was constantly thinking about the way I looked or some shit like that, and it didn't make me a certain thing. It just made me kind of like douchey, because I was constantly thinking about myself all the time instead of like thinking about other people that were actually enjoying my company and stuff like that. I realized that I was kind of a dick. So yeah. And I realized that a lot of times people who are like constantly like thinking about their looks and shit like that. I'm not saying that me being fatter makes me nicer. I'm just saying that I noticed that it was like a mental instability. It was like I was constantly thinking about it. It was always on my mind. So it was like, that's the reason why. Like I kind of lost it, because I realized that I was tired of thinking. So I was tired of thinking and constantly like pampering myself or making me feel like I should eat less food or something like that because of something. And it's not that I eat more food now. It's more that I enjoy not being active. I enjoy not doing things because I know that people do a lot of exercise and they don't really understand it. Thanks for that those two peoples. Okay. That showed up. Thanks, guys. Hopefully you come back and message me, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, today is the July 4th extravaganza. What fucking time is it? Huh? Oh, it's gonna go. It's gonna fucking go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go slow, but it's gonna start going fast. It's gonna start going fast. There we go. Going fast and then think. Oh, you bitch. Damn it. How's it going, viewer? Again, if you want to message me, you can on this wondrous day of celebrating America's or England's thought project that became rebellious and decided to pour all the tea in the whatever the fuck it was, the bay. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me. It was like, oh, raise the taxes. We don't want their tea. It's like, no, just steal it. Stop being stupid and trying to make a fucking point. Just fucking steal it and take it if you want it. If you don't want it, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. Set it on fire. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Like they did Wendy's. That's what they do. They don't like the little ginger girl because it makes people constantly think of white people. I guess I don't know. There are black people that do that. They think that in certain terms that maybe they should have a black person on there. And then when they have a black person on there, they're gonna get pissed off in about 20 years because it doesn't represent them culturally. Because people are stupid. They don't know what they want. It's like the song of the South. Like, yeah, when it came out, you were like, oh my god, this is really fucking racist. It was like really for only a certain generation of people. And why was it racist? Because everybody was trying to, it was cartoons. And you shouldn't put cartoons with black people unless they're playing basketball. Because that's the reason why it's not racist. If they're playing basketball, then it's not racist, right? God damn it! That's the reason why, because that's the whole reason. And they should put the new legend, I guess, of something, and then I don't know, like give him a Hitler mustache, I guess, eventually. Did anybody know? Did anybody remember that? Did anybody even said anything? Nobody even said anything. Like there was a few memers that caught on to it. It was like Michael Jordan decided to put a Hitler mustache on. I guess he was taking it back. I didn't know. I don't know. Hey, people do what they want. Doesn't matter. Billionaires, millionaires, guys who cry at the Basketball Hall of Fame because it took so goddamn long. And then they put Hitler mustaches on. I don't know. They just decide that it's just a haircut. It doesn't really matter because they're not the person that did those things. So hey, it's fine. And also, cultural appropriation is a matter of fact. It factually happens. And I'm gonna tell people, I'm not gonna tell African people because African people probably already know this. But the reason why people would get in bright colors in most situations, the reason why Native Americans I know and Africans would put on bright colors is to what they thought was to ward off animals that would hunt them. But the point is that it would attract most animals who weren't colorblind. Yeah. And they wear sweet things and like make their hair all honeyish and stuff like that or whatever. I don't know. Just shit people put in their hairs that they do now, and it's like, oh my god, it works and it makes it feel really nice. It's velvety. It's not fucking stupid. It's like, yeah, but the natural oils in your hair actually help it grow and help it actually cultivate certain different kinds of things. So don't put those greasy, stupid things in your hair. And also, try to take a shower. So this thing's gonna go on for a long time. I'm gonna do this shit for all night, all the way until Paul Revere wrote half the goddamn whatever the fuck he did. I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter. One if by land, two if by sea. It's like, sure, that was the first fucking code, I guess, or something like that, because it was so goddamn simple. Anyone be able to fucking figure it out? Just move a ship closer and be like, 2! I was like, okay, so it's 2 if I see. And then just like go on land a little bit and then come back. Be like, 1! No, okay. I see their code. They're broken it now. It's done. They're done. The point is that you didn't do anything. Oh! I have a man. What's up, sir? What up? Brandon!
Hello?
What's up?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, man.
What's up?
Wow. You watching new Rick and Morty right now?
No. Why?
Oh, let me get off at midnight. We'll go through.
All right, check.
Yeah.
Hickman just left. So, Hickman just left.
He was over there?
Yeah, he was over there for like 30 minutes ago. So, yeah.
All right.
I'm currently doing an extravaganza stream. So that's
I'm
fun.
gonna call you later. I'm on my way to Uber.
You're being recorded. All right, cool. Hot. All right.
See you a little bit.
All right, peace. Tight. I do love my friends. No, you hot bitches, stop playing music in front of me. I don't want it. My women think that if they play music in front of me in bikinis, they think that I'm gonna like it. Of course I like it. I'm not gonna watch it for more than 5 seconds because that's how my mind works. So, yeah. I realized that most of the time that the things I felt when I was younger, things I understood to be true, like, oh my god, it's you hot girl, oh my god, the dude's got a phone, holy shit. Like, that's what would happen in the weirdest situations, and like the kids that have the weirdest stuff would be like the blight of everyone else, I guess, or like the he lives in the shadows. Everyone saw he got a small penis. Yeah. It's weird that I can control things like that now. Like, I'm 34 and it's like maybe like adrenaline wasn't supposed to do that. It wasn't supposed to make my penis go larger. It wasn't supposed to make my pants smaller in a certain area. Yeah, it wasn't. I guess it wasn't. And I never really had those feelings, anyways. I didn't really get like chubs or anything like that when I was younger. I just felt the tingles. Felt the tingles. That's all. I was a huge pervert too. I was a huge little pervert. I wanted girls to like me so fucking bad. I wanted girls to like me. I wanted them to like me, even though I didn't like them sometimes. I wanted them to. Like, because I thought it was like a status thing. Like, I would see even the dudes around me sometimes, and I realized that having an emotional relationship later on in life was even better than the craziest shit you could possibly even imagine. Sometimes, like, even BDSM, like, bitches just like putting bondage stuff on, taking pictures, and their face just being like stoic and stuff like that. You want a chick to be like okay with that. You're never gonna find a chick that's okay with that all the way. Like, they're gonna be like kind of like uncomfortable and shit. You're gonna have to be like, oh, I'll loosen this knot. I'm sorry. Like, there's always like something that ruins the situation, and I find that funny and even more like engaging sometimes when you actually see somebody's actual want or need in a relationship, and that's where I think the primal thing went or goes sometimes. Whenever I am actually primally attracted to a chick, I don't just tell her that her butt looks nice if I'm primally attracted to them. If I think your butt looks nice and I'm primally attracted to you, I don't just think that there's some air about you that I think is attractive, and it it evaporates as soon as I actually get there, because it's like, that's what happens. It's like, if I'm actually primally attracted to you, I'm like, I want to fuck, like that. Like, I will immediately tell you, or you will immediately tell me, and I will immediately come over and give you like a fingering and a fucking make-out session that lasts as long as literally possible. Until one of us says, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here and go somewhere else. Do you have a place to go? Yes, we do. I do. And that's what I did most of the time when I was actually at the bar scene. And that's probably why I hate it now. Because I realized that like, it's not like those situations or those things are far from me. It's just like, it's because I realized there was no emotion in it. There was nothing in it. There was a primal attraction that I just don't go to anymore because of it. I was like, I hated it in a certain way. I hated my attraction to people who I knew were attractive and wanted me, because I just didn't want it. Like I didn't need it. It didn't fill me with any gratification. It was just something under my belt that like I thought was going to make me better in bed, but in actuality, like it's like the same thing with like me. Or like a friend using a character that you don't know in a video game, and the reason why he's constantly getting all the hits off is I'm also like metaphorically bringing this toward video games. The reason why you don't know that like you're not doing good, no, the reason why you don't know why you're not doing good is because he's constantly using different characters, and the different move sets are constantly making you feel like you're learning something new, but you're not. You're not learning something new because he's constantly going for random characters, and when he goes to the random characters, all it does is piss you off. That's it. That's all it does. You're not doing good at the game because you kind of know you're not doing good at the game because that's the reason why. It's because there's constantly new characters being enforced, or constantly new characters that are being used, and their memory from the last game is like, oh, he did a low kick and the blah blah blah, and they're like, no, this bitch does the goddamn fucking sword slice and the fucking shoulder drop. She'll drop your fucking shoulder on your bitch ass. And that's what you don't recognize. It's the point is you're not getting any better at sex by having different partners. You're not getting any more fun. You're not even communicating what's wrong or what's not wrong with the sex sometimes when you're actually doing stuff. When you just enjoy the fact that you're fucking another person for that second time or that fourth time before you tell them to go fuck themselves. That's it. That's all. That's why I don't believe that people really... That's why I don't believe that actually like sometimes in real situations, like in real society, like dudes who are gay, you probably never know. Like dudes who are bisexual, you probably never know. Like dudes who are actually like they're what was it? Confident in their situation, confident in the things they actually are. You never know who they were. You never know what they were because they don't tell people. They don't tell people what they don't even kiss and tell. You know, they don't kiss and tell. They don't give a shit. Like I used to be that guy. Like I used to be that guy that didn't kiss and tell. Then I don't give a shit. I love my friends, so I just gonna like tell them all the things that happened. Because I'm a chatty little bitch. And then what's really pissed me off sometimes is when my friends get involved with the chick that I like. And I'm just like, oh fuck, god damn it, I'm never gonna get with this chick ever. She's never gonna think I'm actually even liking on her or anything like that. She's gonna think I'm a fucking idiot because I'm saying all this shit about her butt or saying that she's cute and I think she's awesome. She's never gonna understand that I actually just like her. And no, I'm not fucking every single bitch that's around me. I'm horny, but that's what happens as I masturbate, and then that changes. Everything changes. I hate everyone. That's the point. I just want cuddles, and I hate everyone. I'm like a mad little cat, and I fucking hate it. That's all it is. It's just like I'm a little wuss. I'm a pussy. I'm a fucking pussy. And I didn't know that about myself to understand that yes, I am threatening as shit, but I'm a fucking wuss. I'm a wuss. I don't want to fight. I always want to talk it out. I always want to make sure that dude understands that I don't want that girl that much. If you really think that I want to compete with you over a chick at a bar, you are so fucking wrong. I never want to compete with another dude over a chick. I'll be like, dude, you got it, man. You have it. That's you. That's all you, bro. It's all fucking you. My friend tried to get me make me a wingman for a fucking god. And it's the same friend that just called me. He's a good guy. But like the situation he put me in was just so goddamn annoying. And that's the reason why I hated him that night. He got laid. I didn't get laid. I didn't want to get laid because there was some stupid bitch that was acting like she was rubbing on me and shit, and she wasn't attractive to me. The reason why she wasn't attractive to me, she didn't have a butt. She didn't have a butt at all. She was not the fattest person ever. She was not the biggest girl I've ever been with. But she just wasn't attractive to me. I didn't find it good because I was competing between two other dudes. Like it's like two other dudes were trying to buy them drinks, and we were buying them drinks at the same time. And she's like, no, they just want to get drunk twice. That's all they want to do. I don't want to give them that if they're not going to be like, I think you're really cute and I like you and stuff like that. You want to go back somewhere and like, fuck, maybe? I don't know. Be mature about it. Oh my god, that's the reason why I like older women sometimes. They're more mature about what they want as far as sexualness goes. They may not be as emotionally stable as like some people, but the point is that you don't know this, but young girls aren't emotionally stable, and you don't realize it because they're just acting normal around you because that's the air they want to put off, you know. So it's the metaphor they want to create around you and make you think that everything's okay when everything's not okay, and they're shitty people sometimes. These cougars are, well, not cougars, but like fucking sexy women who are mature and older sometimes. They're just fucking okay about it. They're okay about it, and it's cool. And the reason why they're okay about it is because they fucked probably every dude on the planet. But that's the point. Is they realize that it's not the thing, it's not the dude that you're fucking. It's you're fucking the idea of that dude when you're fucking like random dudes or some shit like that. And when you actually get into it, you become friends with like some of them and realize that no, they're not gonna be your sugar mama every goddamn day. They're not gonna buy you all the fucking things you want. They're gonna be actually honest about whether or not they want to fuck you. They may not want to fuck you all the time. They're cool to fucking hang out with. They're fucking awesome. Their stories are great. It's the reason why I even listen to my dad. Like I realized that I listened to my dad because I just wanted to listen. I wanted to listen. I wanted to hear all of his stories and all the stuff that happened before all this stuff happened. Because he would go into one story and just be like, I know I remember this story. I know the reason why he said this story. But the reason why I would listen to that story is because he would go into another story that I never heard before. And that's the reason why I listened. Because nobody else wanted to listen. Everybody's like, oh, you're just playing fucking games and shit. You're just fucking stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. And that's what my older brother and my younger brother would say sometimes. They were just really embarrassed. And I was just like, dude, why the fuck aren't you listening? Like, that's even what, like, that's the reason what got me out of the traumatic points in my life. It's the reason why I didn't need that much therapy to be kind of normal, you know, or kind of okay, I guess. Not normal, but situated in my maturity, you know. Like, I realized that half the shit that I even say, it really doesn't matter. Like, I'm not really saying, like, I'm sitting on a soapbox out here and saying all these motherfuckers are gonna get fucking popped. They're not gonna get all get popped. Some of them are gonna get away. It doesn't matter to me. I don't give a shit. It's not my job. I'm getting paid or not paid because these motherfuckers get caught. Even the Russian dudes in the goddamn van. I don't give a shit. I mean, I give a shit, but can I really give that much of a shit when I can't do anything about it? Those motherfuckers are... I can't do anything. I can't follow them. And if I do, then they're going to understand that I'm following them. And they're going to be like, why the fuck is this random fucking white boy following us? And I say some stoic line from a fucking movie that I've understood is to be fucking real or some shit. But do something random like fucking, oh my god, start quoting Fast and the Furious lines. I know how to protect myself. I know how to understand that like people aren't aren't violent. I know how to understand whether or not they're going to be violent or hurtful or hateful towards someone. And I love metal. I love it. I love it so much it annoys the shit out of people. And that's what I like to do. I love annoying the shit out of people. It's awesome. It's really great. It's really the greatest. And it's better if you don't put it on social media. Because people don't know. I even love, oh my god, I even love annoying the shit out of my friends. I love it doing it. It's funny sometimes. It's just like, if I don't say something, add to something else. Like I say, or I say something stupid that only I don't know. I also love questions that don't have answers. I love them. They're my best. Like, they are the thing that I went to when I was younger, and I would just ponder over them for ages. Constantly, all the time. I did just run into that pole, but I'm gonna make this line, baby. I'm gonna make this line. Here we go. Awesome, that's tight. Oh, that'll be tight. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna do this one. Damn it. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, you stupid bitch. Stupid bastard. I'm gonna do this one. Nice. I'm so fucking stupid. But I don't know, just understanding that like people can be stupid sometimes. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know why they're doing it. They don't know why they're doing stupid things. They just want to do something stupid. I don't know. I don't know. That's the point. That's what fireworks are to me. It's never been fun to me, actually, to pull off fireworks. Just like, whoa, an explosion! It's like, you know, if you have enough of those, you can take a building down. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to stay away from you guys. Have fun, I guess. I don't know what's going on. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. Just... maybe it's like baptism by fire bullshit or something like that. That's the reason why everybody started doing fireworks or some shit. Just because they decided and longed for a huge gun battle, I guess. I don't know. Or in the fire lies the soul of a man. It's like a Soul Calibur fucking goddamn intro or some shit. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, dude. I'm spitballing, and it's like always. I always make it seem like I'm more like knowledgeable than I actually am. And I know nothing. Like most of the time. I just love fucking with people. It's the greatest thing ever. It's always been my fucking favorite thing to do. I love it because it makes people like wonder how smart I actually am, and I love it when they wonder like how smart is this fucking dude? Like did he go to MIT? Like no, but my dad almost did. Like my dad almost went to MIT, and my dad almost went to West Point, and he went to a bunch of different engineering schools, and a whole huge company paid for it, and that's the reason why they owned his invention. But that sucks because he could have done it on his own if he actually put money towards it instead of constantly thinking about football and stuff. And that's the point. It's just like maybe he would have been a different dude. I don't know. You know, maybe he would have been a little bit more stoic and respectful and honorable. And I would have found out eventually that he had a second family. You don't know. You don't know how many families people have. That's the really weird part about like even understanding your parents is like, it's like you have to understand like some days they don't like you, like they don't like you at all. Like to realize that like they get tired of things like really badly. Sometimes my mom used to get tired of shit all the time, and she would get so mad that she would start stuttering. She would so mad at us not cleaning our fucking rooms and not doing the shit we were supposed to do, and then would just literally like fucking stutter, and we would laugh, and we would laugh, and it was like the part of her that was losing a goddamn brain cell or some shit, and I don't know, we put her through a lot of shit, so that's the reason why she didn't like us when we were older. So you like fucking you like laughing when I make a mistake when I'm fucking talking. Oh, you motherfuckers out! That's what she was probably thinking. We were shitty fucking kids sometimes. We would do stupid shit. My brother literally impaled my sister's arm with a stick. We were playing Stick Wars, and I don't know why this was even. It was never a thing in other neighborhoods. My older brother, he was playing Sharpened Stick Wars. It was fucking stupid. I mean, he used to play Firework Wars. I had to run away from my fireworks because everybody just like was shooting at my fireworks and making them explode. And I was sitting just right next to them underneath that fucking falling basketball goal. Yeah, this happened. It was fucking stupid. I was dumb. I was dumb as shit. I was a little fucking daredevil boy. I did dumb shit all the time. All dumb shit all the time. You can possibly imagine. I did it. I been jumped off the back of a go-kart going 35 miles an hour. I just jumped and I was just like, I want to see what happens. Because I've never done it before. I want to feel the fucking earth and like coming at me and more than fucking it should be. I guess. I don't know. Like it was just really dumb shit that I did. It was really stupid shit. It was really stupid. I got up. I got up because I thought they would actually like slow down the merry-go-round for me. My babysitter, she was just fucking. Oh, she was so cute when she was younger. Yeah, she's like a little bit. She's fat now, but it's okay. She's a big lady, but she has a husband. She's everything and everything like that. She was a cute black girl. She was really cute. Her name was Renata, and she was the cutest ever. She was so freaking cute. And I would try to be like the cool kid or something like that around her and stuff like that because I was just like I had a crush. That was my first crush too. That was absolutely my first crush. I was 6 or 7 years old, and then her boyfriend smacked the shit out of me. Like I walked home crying, and literally these cops are like, "What happened?" And I was like, "I fucking smiled at a black guy. He smacked me in the face." I don't know. It really hurt my feelings, I guess. And then she realized that the whole shit with racism goes the other way, I guess. I don't know if she realized it, but she was afraid of dogs. She did not like dogs. I wasn't afraid of the dog. I would kick the dog, but she ran very fast. She was a track star when she was younger, and if she probably would have done it, she probably would have gone fucking Olympic because she was faster than a dog. More like 32 miles an hour. Fucking fast, dude. She ran very fast. And I was really pissed off because the dog even got out in the first place. I was super pissed off, and I was like, oh my god. And there were like so many different other situations that happened. She showed me It when I was 8. The movie It, and I was so scared. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's kind of traumatic, but also the reason I kept to it. I kept watching it because I was like, she's really cute, and if maybe I can get to her and just like tell her how much I feel. I was a little dumbass, a little fucking idiot. It's probably the reason why the dude smacked me. I don't know. He was a dumb piece of shit. He got put into the back of a car and taken home, and his parents got told shit and stuff like that. I'm sure he'd go to jail for that shit. Yeah, you smacked a 5-year-old. You didn't fucking shoot up a Quickie Mart. Yeah, you're fine. You're good. But yeah, they probably brought him home and told his parents or whatever or something like that. He was only like 16 or 17, so he was underage too. So it was like he couldn't even actually tell. Like, yeah. It's like, yeah, they brought me home. They brought me home in a different car or something like that, and that's what happened basically. It's like, and even then, I still had a huge attraction to her. Like even after her boyfriend like smacked the shit out of me, I was really mad. I also got like seriously like. I don't know, like there was one neighborhood I was walking through when I was at Walker. I thought I was gonna be a cool white kid, I guess, or something like that. And everybody just like fucking was like gonna talk to me and like be friends with me and shit. No, but no. There's bad neighborhoods and punch people in the face when white people go there. So I guess that I'm never gonna go to that neighborhood again with anything, even if it's money. I'm never gonna give anybody money there because. They're all pieces of shit that talk to each other, and obviously they sell drugs or some shit like that because they're pieces of shit. I like to judge people who try to hit me because I hate them. Yeah, no matter who they are. Because I have that weird thing too. Like I'm not gonna like you like just because you have some sort of thing you want to take it out on me. Fuck you, dude. Fuck all y'all. Pieces of shit that are acting like y'all know everything about the goddamn city. Y'all, oh, I fucking own this city. Fuck you. Like, yeah, you own this city, but somehow all the dudes with billions of dollars are like up in buildings talking about billions of dollars, and you are on the streets doing absolutely fucking nothing except pushing people around and saying that you're awesome. You're the same as some white jock ass motherfucker that like tells me that I don't know how to tie my shoes and then unties my shoes while I'm not looking or some shit. It's like, what the fuck ever, dude. What the fuck does that even mean? Stupid bullshit. Yeah, I was like, I wanted chicks to like me. I didn't have crushes. I had like when I was like 5 years old, I wanted girls to like me, and they would not like me at all because I was a little chubby fat kid sometimes. I was a skinny 5-year-old for some reason, really skinny 5-year-old with like blonde hair. I looked stoic. I looked like fucking Cloud and shit when I'm 5 years old. Well, god damn, did I fucking balloon up when I was 6. Like fucking ballooned up, dude. I ballooned. I literally kept eating chicken nuggets all the time and mac and cheese and fucking goddamn jambalaya and all the shit that I could love. I loved it. Like all of it. It was like I was probably the reason why people kept making chicken nuggets at restaurants. back in the 80s and the early 90s, I was the one that was like, chicken nuggets. I want chicken nuggets. You don't want jambalaya or gumbo? No. I want chicken nuggets and mac and cheese if you have it. The reason for Chick-fil-A, not the reason they're homophobic, but it's really weird that the people who are they say are gay, they won't use the term homosexual, but they'll definitely go to that homophobic word. It's like you're a homo sapien, right? You're one kind of sapien, means you're one kind of human. You know that, right? If you fuck with the same kind of human, you're homosexual. It's fine. It's a scientific term. It's like, I'm not a slave to science. That's why I like watching Criminal Minds and an H.P. Lovecraft country. I watch shows predominantly black. That means I'm inclusive. No, it fucking doesn't. Doesn't mean anything. You gotta watch Crazy Rich Asians too, you stupid bitch. I still have to watch Parasite. I've never watched Parasite. I know it's about like a dude like killing people and stuff like that, or like some sort of like thing that happens. I don't know. It's probably tight. But I've seen movies like it before, and that's the reason why I stopped. It's like it's just Shudder, and I thought like I've seen like all the zombie movies, all of them. Every single one of them. The ones that are smart, the ones that are stupid, the ones that are not even infectious, the ones where like they're awesome and they sing or some shit. All of them. All of the zombie movies. And you can't tell me that any fucking movie that about a dude killing people that have parasites in them or some shit like that, or he puts parasites in them, or he is a parasite and that's why he's killing them. If you're gonna tell me that I've already seen that movie 5 times over with other people in it, and the only reason why I'm hesitant to see it because I'm afraid it's shitty. I'm afraid that a movie is shitty sometimes. I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid that a movie has the same tropes that every other movie has in it, and it only just has Asian actors, and that's what I'm afraid of. Like every single time, it's just like you're gonna put in tropes that are just really stupid. You're gonna make white Asian people act like white people. It just doesn't matter to me. Crazy Rich Asians, all of it. I really want to watch a show. I want to see freaking the new Marvel movie, the dude and the 10 Rings. I don't know, or Quan Chi and the 10 Rings or something like that. Is that Quan Chi? Yeah, Quan Chi maybe. Yeah, I want to see that shit, and I want to see all of them. I want to see all those things because like I love Chinese culture, I really do. I love Asian culture. I love freaking Indian culture sometimes, even though it's highly susceptible to like male dominance and stuff like that. And there's women that are all smiling, wearing those red dots on their heads, when in actuality, some bitches don't even like that shit, and you just gotta like pretend that that's not a culture appropriation. It's like, I don't know, dude. I really don't understand it. I don't understand a lot of people that only portray a certain version of themselves and then try to say that America's like, oh, you're full of shit. You're full of shit in a different language because like we like have people that do meth and like chill out in the country and shit like that. Or like have people that are like, I don't know, just really stupid people that like are like in their houses with foil on their windows, and you know they're looking out. You know they're looking out to see people. And they're not old and stoic or anything like that. So the reason why they're putting foil on their windows is because they have or don't have curtains. Is because they can't afford them because they're spending all the money on them. I've even heard about like dudes. I mean these are racist people, mind you. But I've actually heard people who like, you learn everything from any kind of person out there. If they don't know you're not something, the best thing is just not to tell them. The best thing. It's the best thing. Like, because you'll learn more. You'll learn more about people who are very, very stupid. There was actually this dude who basically went on a meth bender for a month, an entire month. Him and his friend literally fucking like went on a meth bender for an entire month. It was insane. Like he described to me situations that would literally just be in the most fucked up movies you could possibly even imagine. His friend tied him up because he thought his friend thought that he was gonna kill him. So he tied him up and told him that everything was going to be okay, and just kept on saying that, and then sharpening things, and just constantly sharpening things around the house. Like, it was really fucking crazy. He had him literally, like, so long, like 8 hours of him literally sitting in the same chair, and he shot on himself and pissed himself and did a bunch of different shit. And it's like, there are people out there that do experiments on themselves that probably know more afterwards, and that dude probably knew a lot more about himself and realized how long it takes for him to actually not shit himself. It's like, yeah, about 8 hours, yeah. Like, it's really fucked up, but you have to realize that, like, I mean, those people say they didn't hate black people or some shit, but I never asked them that question. That's the reason why. I never asked him if he liked black people or not. I just looked at him weird. And he assumed that was a question I had for him. So obviously, he doesn't like black people. Obviously. But, like, that's the point, is like, I had a job that I didn't like. I was a deckhand on a fucking place that was going up and down the Mississippi, and I fucking hated all the people that were literally there, because they would literally just group up and act like they were just the best of friends, and then behind their backs, they would talk about each other all the time, and it was just the worst kind of bullshit that I even understood in my entire life. It's like, you're on a boat with people, obviously you're gonna, like, be friends with them, but you're not gonna absolutely talk massive fucking bullshit about them all the fucking time when they're not around you and around me. Like, they did all the time. They were the most messiest people, and that's racism. That's the racist people. Those are the racist people. Like, those are the real racist people. Those are the people who are constantly fake to everyone, and not really good fake. Like, not like they don't want to buy you anything fake, you know? They don't want to give you $1, and they want to buy you a pie because they don't trust you with money. They want to buy you a whole fucking pie for no reason, because you should have a pie, because everyone loves pie, and that's the reason why, because everyone they know loves pie, and that's what makes you feel uncomfortable. It's like, I didn't fucking eat a pie, I don't even have a fork, fuck you, bitch. Like, I'll eat it later probably, but I'm not gonna eat it now, fuck you. Like, give me some fucking nachos, bitch. I don't care about this pie. And they'll give you, like, a weird pie, like the fucking, like, brand that they eat, and the only fucking brand they eat. And you're like, why does this thing have gelatin inside of it? I don't know, it's just really good, and I love it. It's like, fuck you, I don't want to eat gelatin. I want to eat fucking meat, you bitch. Or like, I'm a vegetarian. And how are you a vegetarian and homeless? Who knows? It doesn't matter. Maybe you go to Whole Foods when you spend your money. It doesn't matter to me where you spend your money. Just people are going to look at you the whole time. They're going to wonder if you're stealing something, and you're going to pay with cash, and you're going to be like, oh, he got a lot of money that day. That's fun. That's cool. Oh, that's why he bought tofu, because it's actually really good for you. Oh my god, are you serious? That homeless guy just bought tofu. Holy shit. Great, right? No, it's not. Stop making yourself feel better about other people's fucking plight. I don't give a shit about his plight. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't make me feel better that he actually did something good for himself. I'm happy that he did, but I don't give a shit about it, because it's not me. Me! 4th of July extravaganza. 4th of July extravaganza. That's the point. It's about you. Everything's about you. It's about me. This is my channel about me. So fuck everybody else and come watch my stream. I don't know. You can learn things from anybody. I mean, understand that like racist people are gonna always try to tell you about something that they heard someone do or they said someone do, because they're messy as shit. They're so messy. Like, that's the reason why I didn't even trust Trump to actually be a real racist person. It didn't even matter to me. He was always trying to be somebody's friend. That's the point. Is like, no. Racist people don't want to be your friend. Real racist people want to be your fake friend, because they want to treat you away, not in front of their friends. You know, they treat you away. Certainly, it's not the nicest way, but they try to be like, polite at first, and then they lose their minds completely. That's what it is. It's not Karens. It's literally bitches going racist. Like, if you could literally just. Like, yeah, if you could literally just put all the Karens in a certain thing, understand that half or 90% of the people they went off on were of a different race or creed or color. And the reason why they were so scared is because they were a different race or creed or color. That's racism. That's actual racism. And everybody's got to understand this. It's like you people get away with things so many times. Like, I don't believe I get away with shit too. But you gotta understand that, like, there are no PC cultures. So you have to realize that, like, they're just people who are uncomfortable when you say one thing about their stuff, and that's the point. It's just like they don't want to be made fun of in front of their face. You got to do it behind their back. And you start to realize too is the reason why people are racist is because they're kind of antisocial. They're antisocial in the first place. They don't even talk to most white people because they assume that most white people aren't racist, and they aren't. But that's the point. Is they assume even about their own race things that they really, really don't like. When people are, this is the reason racism always comes with this like. I've realized racism, and there was like, okay, this is the reason why I was like, this is the reason why I don't like people other than me in therapy realizing things. Is because because I went to this place on South Broad, and there's these I don't know what race they were, maybe a Palestinian or something like that, or usually sometimes they're Palestinian because there's a lot of Palestinian people that have left Palestine and like decided to move places because of the constant threat they feel. The people that are actually from Arabic countries and stuff like that, they have certain people that have known the land for a while. They fight for it, but they're like the nationalists of the Palestinian people, and the Palestinian people that don't give a shit about any of it, they just fucking leave and they go and they make up different like stuff like that. And some of them are Palestinian, some of them are Arabian, some of them are from Persia, and then some of them are from the Middle East. And the Middle East has a lot of different kinds of people who are also have southern and northern European ties. So that's the reason why they went to college in different places and learned a bunch of different stuff, and they became terrorists, Osama bin Laden, stuff like that. So like that's like there's a lot of different people. There's people in Israel who are Israeli, and that's like the edge of like the Israeli, like the whole like I don't want to put a generality on it because it doesn't really matter. They look different. They really do look different, and that's like where India I think is, and the India starts basically. So like that's the reason, like these Palestinian and different Arabian cultures and Israeli cultures and Muslim cultures and stuff like that. I was trying to find the word that I couldn't get good. Muslim cultures, they all seem to like not give a shit about their land anymore. They just seem to just like, I'm gonna move any fucking where. I don't give a shit about these people. And then so anyways, I'm at the store. I'm buying a bunch of masks and shit like that. And this dude, oh my god, this dude is like fucking, oh my god, he's Italian. So he's like the closest thing you could possibly come, because literally there are Middle Eastern people that are in Italy, and that's a lot of reasons why sometimes they have the darker skin tones and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, I'm Italian. And it's like, yeah, you're not just Italian. You don't tell me that shit. You're not just Italian. Don't tell me that shit. You can say you're Italian all fucking day, but you tan like a motherfucking, you tan like a fucking goddamn G. You're not gonna tell me that you're just Italian. You're gonna tell me that Italian people are like, they're like the dudes with like the stoic guys. They're like, they look kind of white, but they have that like black hair and shit like that. And then like they get gray hair really quickly because they're really, really pissed off at their wives. I don't know. They're like, and then Mario. You're a fucking asshole. That's the point. I love making fun of race, but I will tell you things that I do not go towards, and I do not go towards actually like the crazy fucked up shit that people will actually say about certain Italian people. And that's the point. Is like, yeah, like some Italian people can tan, some Italian people can tan because they've been like in different cultures and they fucked like pretty people all their lives, all their fucking generations and shit. And their entire generational tree looks like goddamn badass shit, I guess. I don't know. They're Italian, so whatever. So they can call themselves whatever the fuck they want. I don't give a shit. But I just know they're not just Italian. they're partially like Israeli, or they're partially because they have olive complexion or something like that. Like it's not bad or anything like that. It's just I know it. So it's like you can't just tell me, oh, Nathan's Italian, and he's like got black hair. And he looks like fucking Mowgli from Jungle Book. He actually did look like Mowgli from Jungle Book. It's not a racial thing. It's just like that was my friend Nathan. Like he looked like Mowgli from Jungle Book, and there was a lot of bitches that wanted his dick because of it. So I mean, hey, you know, you can be racist all fucking day, but he was getting bitches. So. It's like, you like the fucking cartoon? I'm like, God, I would just put you in my fucking pocket. And I don't mean my pocket. like they really wanted to fuck her, so, like, yeah. There were a few different bitches that did. But this is the point I'm trying to get to. Is there was this dude who was probably Israeli or Pakistani. I did not know. So I was buying masks from him. Then I went to therapy. And then this one dude who looked exactly like the Arabian dude that I was talking about, I thought he would be cool with it. I said, oh my God. I said, yeah, I went to this, he's like, where'd you get your mask from? I said, I got it from this really, really cool store. And that's the reason why I got so many. I got a freaking Spider-Man mask, I got a freaking, like a Spider-Man and Superman masks, like it's DC and Marvel, all the fucking same. It's tight, it's cool. And he's like, oh, that's a really cool mask. Where'd you get it from? I got it from an Israeli store, from this dude who was either from Israeli or Pakistan or something like that, and he sells masks and a bunch of different stuff at a quickie mart. And he was just like, oh, that guy's Iranian. I was like, oh, okay. So, and he's like, yeah, those dudes are bad. I'm like, and that's how simple motherfucking racism can be. It's the simplest of anything. Like, yeah, those dudes are bad. Those dudes are bad. Why? Why? You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me at all. You didn't tell me the reason at all. He said those dudes are bad. Those dudes are totally bad. And they're not, because sometimes they're actually working with the government. So, or most of the time working with the government. You don't even know. You have no idea, because they could be sending all their recordings in to like find different people who are missing sometimes, and like in different neighborhoods and everything like that. It's like a lot of people have to do that. Like a lot of stores and like strip clubs and crazy things have to do that. They have to really find girls who are missing, and if they're lying about their age or they have a fake ID and they're constantly getting on. Yeah, there was this one chick that was homeless. And she was fucking fine, like, except for her vagina. Her vagina was huge. I mean, not to say that I couldn't please it, because I could. But she was like super punk, super grungy and shit like that. And she was really hot. Like, she was really, really hot. Like she was super hot. She was like if she was into me, I totally would have been into her. And if I probably had this haircut, then she probably would have been into me. But that's the point. It's like a lot of girls don't really know exactly what I am. I don't put off any regards to what that is, and that's probably the reason why they think that I'm some sort of fucking idiot that doesn't really know anything. I like to act like I'm aloof. I like to act like I'm aloof because I think it's funny as shit. Because I've always seen that thing on was it chicken, robot chicken. It's the completely oblivious pizza guy, and it's hilarious. I laugh at it later on when I'm doing it because I don't want bitches to actually hit on me like that. Ever. I don't ever want bitches to hit on me like that. It's not fun. It's pretentious and it's stupid. And she assumes that somehow she's going to make me attracted to her more by saying things that are just really related to like the porno she saw last night. I know it for real. I know the reasons why she's lonely. I know the reasons that I can't take that loneliness out of her heart. So that's the reason why I don't do it. Because I know that whatever loneliness is in there is probably craving more cuddles, more wants, more TV, because she decidedly broke up with her boyfriend, or boyfriend broke up with her. She's just hurting and traumatic, and she doesn't need sex to be able to fill that void with. And that's the reason why I do it, as a favor. It's not because I'm actually attracted to them or not. No matter if I'm attracted to them or not. Like, I explain myself to women. I explain myself to the chick who I used to like. Well, I don't like anymore because it's not because I don't like her. It's because like I want to be friends with her. I don't want to fuck her. It's just she doesn't seem that interesting. I say random stupid things though because it's funny. Because I wanted to see how she reacts. I want her to understand that I'm a really good guy. She's known me for 15 years, but somehow she didn't understand in that time whether or not I was a good person. So she's gonna understand also that I don't remember any of the things that her ex-boyfriend used to say about me because I never did those things. I never did those things. I never was funny in front of him. I was never funny in front of him. I just did awesome shit that I did because I was awesome. That's all I did. I just did daredevil shit. I never cracked an egg over my boner. I never did that. I may have had a dream of that, but that was just like, that was a dream. It was not me. That was not me. I did not do that. They made all that shit up. They made all that shit up constantly. All the same shit. All of it. He made all those memories up. He's an absolutely insane person. And then all these dudes Like, you know, they're sometimes they're not. That's the reason why I hate him, because he made up shit about me, and then he gets to constantly say it about me, like it's actually true. And I just never fucking told him that it wasn't true, because I don't believe him. Like, I don't understand why he constantly made up shit about me. It didn't matter. But I never did those things. I don't remember doing any of those things. And it's not because I'm crazy. He's been crazy the whole time. like, no. I never did those things. I never broke an egg over my entire erect penis. Ever. I never did that. That's why I hate him. That's why I hate him, because he makes up shit about people to try to make himself feel normalized. That's what he does. And that's the reason why I hated him in the first place, because he would lie about people constantly. And he would lie and say different shit so he could steal things and then get himself heroin. So that's the reason why. He's a suicidal piece of shit, and he's not honest. Like, he's never been honest. But that's it. I love him. I really love him. I think he's an awesome dude. I've known him since we were kids. But the point is he just doesn't know me. Like, that's the point. I've always been around like people who sometimes are like that. I love them. I want them to be around me. I want them to be my friend. But somehow they always just keeps coming up with some random bullshit that we've never fucking done. That in front of a girl he likes to say, or like in front of another person that he thinks that he's impressing or something like that. It always happens to me, because sometimes I'm always the dude that no one wants to talk to, because they believe that I can fucking choke them to death. And I can, but I don't want to. I never want to. That's the point. Is even with dudes that I know have done fucked up shit, like, I would never do that shit. I'm not a violent person. I am a defensive person. I will defend myself, but I'll never like literally go up to a dude and actually hurt him. You know, if he wants to like hurt me or my friends or anything like that, I'll fight him. But I'm not gonna try to go for his jaw that I know will knock him out if he ever does anything. And his friends will just go, "Oh my god!" Yeah. I get angry and say I want to do that shit, but I know I'm never gonna try. Like, cause what's the point of knocking someone out? What's the point of ever saying that story about that thing that I said that was super not racist, but also completely threatening, that I told them that I would do to them if they ever showed me a gun again? Like I don't give a shit if you got a gun. Like, I don't really care. Yeah, that's what I did. I would have reached in there and shot his fucking dick off. I would have done that, but I didn't want to. I'd just be like, no, please don't pull that gun out, because if you pull that gun out, then you're gonna be. I didn't tell him that. I just said, please don't. He didn't tell me. I didn't say it to him scared. I didn't say, please don't. I said, please don't. That's it. It was a stoic, just please don't. There's like weird situations that I've been in. But yeah, I noticed that guy was racist, even though he's like literally the same race as them. There's a lot of that in America sometimes. It's like, there are people who are like really racist, but like they're the same race as the people that are being racist against. And that's the point. It's just like that. It's also in black culture. It's also in white culture. It's also in every culture, pretty much known to man, because they always have the basically the reason why Osama bin Laden exists and shit like that, or not exists, because it's really like, man. And that's the point. Is like people are trying to say, oh, MIA is cousins with Osama bin Laden. No, they both share a cousin by marriage, probably. That's what the story actually said. Because you actually have to read past the title. It's not a fucking piece of shit. Damn it, I wanted to go up that goddamn thing. God damn it. And that's the reason why I don't believe people a lot. Because I get lied about constantly. All the time, for no fucking reason. I hung out with my friend Frankie, and then I realized my friend Frankie did heroin, and then that's when he died, and then I realized my friend Kalen died of hypothermia because he was constantly sweating, and he was constantly eating food, but he constantly was in air conditioning, and he died of hypothermia. He overate because he had stress a lot. He overate because he thought that everybody was out to get him sometimes. He was a little black kid, and he was really cool. It was really fun to be around. And he was a funny kid. He was hilarious. He would come up with like some of the best jokes, and like probably some of them were stolen from like memes and shit at the time. But I just thought they were hilarious. I thought he was a cool guy. That's the point. It's like, I really wanted to see those people make it out and do things with themselves. And Frankie was white. Frankie was white bread, but he looked like Paul Wall sometimes. And if he made it out, he probably had some badass bitches on his dick or something like that. And it's like, probably be like the fucking, I don't know what he would be. He's fucking cool. He was fucking cool, man. And I don't know, man. If he made it out of there, if he made it out of whatever he made it out of, I think he would have been a better person for it. My cousin Angel was not a terrible person. She was a really good person. She's gotten into with the wrong guys that were constantly like really, really offensive and stupid. I mean, I don't know what it was. She was like stoic and hateful towards a lot of people who were not in her own race, but just people in general. She was very antisocial, and she was very, very closeted sometimes because of my aunt, who had literally mental disorders sometimes, and she would never address. You know, she was constantly stay inside, constantly watch the same series over and over and over and over again. She didn't address her antisocialness. She didn't realize that people aren't all bad. I don't constantly. There's a reason why I make fun of shit, because you have to realize that like there are people out there that care, like in every single place. You know, like there are people out there that are cool in every single place. You know, the younger generation in Mississippi don't really believe in racism. There are dudes out there that are old, but like they're not the most terrible people in the world, because maybe they thought that like one black dude was gonna like try to fuck his girl, or fuck his sister or some shit, and then they just didn't want to deal with that because their communities are all segregated there. You don't understand, you don't realize and understand the systemic either inability to communicate with each other because of their actual just literal comfortability with being with people who are literally the same color as them. Like it's racism, but they don't know it sometimes. People don't understand it a lot. They're just like slow fucking versions of rap and stuff like that people just kind of listen to in Mississippi, and it's like don't really listen to the fact that like, you know what, maybe you should like people because of it. You know, like 36 Mafia started almost there too sometimes. The country, like out in the country, man. Like P.D. Pablo, a whole bunch of different rappers that are like stoic and fucking like they always talk about shit that nobody else wants to hear or some shit like that, or everybody else wants to hear because it's funny. Because I don't know, man, it's just out that way basically. Yeah, ATL, Outkast, a bunch of different people. I was always more inclusive when it came to music. I'm a true eclectic, man. Like I don't come with a pretense or a preconceived notion of what music actually is, or what notes should be, or anything like that. I listen to classical, I listen to metal, I listen to pop, I listen to country, I listen to rock, I listen to fucking metalcore, screamo, any of it. R&B, soul, jazz, gospel sometimes even. All of them, man. Rap. That is such a glitch. It doesn't make me an inclusive person. It doesn't make me inclusive at all, just listening to a whole bunch of different music. It makes me a happy person, I guess. Because I understand where trends and culture actually comes from a lot. And I realize that most of it is just kind of trends and stuff, it's fads. It's like that fucking song, "Little bit of Monica in my eye." Like, you have all these women's permission? I hate everything about you. Why do I not? It's like, it was just like this whole like stoic fucking bullshit, this absolute fucking dumb shit that came out of the 90s rock scene. This absolutely everybody thought they were the fucking English. They thought they were like, I don't know why. They heard her. I don't want to hear that. So stupid bullshit. Understand words that are actually saying, even though they're trying to say them completely clearly, but they're completely on heroin. So you don't hear Chris fucking, what's his name? Goddamn, what's his name? Chris, is it Chris? It's the dude that played in Soundgarden. Black on, is that like sort of shit with the back of their tongue? They don't want to use the front of their tongue because they're taking drugs. And they died of a heroin overdose. That's what happened. He did heroin, even still, when people didn't like him. When people liked him, he thought all the anxiety was just, I don't need it. I don't need any of it. And he just took heroin and died. He's a dumbass. And then that's basically why all those drugs became accessible and constantly cool to motherfuckers who would constantly use them because they thought they were awesome. I don't like some girls because they used heroin. Because they're stupid. It's like you literally got in that kick, and then that's the reason why you were suicidal. It's like, yes, be a fucking regular suicidal person and fucking jump in a goddamn river sometimes. Like, actually try to kill yourself, because I did. I'm not a shitty person. I realized, like, halfway through it, I was just following a fucking line of my own self-destruction, and hated the fact that my younger brother didn't accept my apologies about shit that I had either done or he had done thinking that I was the only one doing all the shitty stuff and stuff. He won't talk to me for like a lot. So that sucks, man, but I don't know, I'm feeling better about it sometimes because I'm not completely shitty about him not talking to me. Or like hanging out with my friends when I know that he's in town. Because mom tells me, or some shit, that he says on Facebook, or some shit like that, because he blocked me on Facebook and all social media. And then he made up all these stories about me too, that it makes him depict me as this like terrible fucking person, that I constantly don't come up with jokes or some shit, or just say shit because I don't mean it. And like, when I say that, like, I think I want y'all to be roommates here because I'm dying of loneliness sometimes. Maybe you should come over every once in a while and just chill because I'm fucking dying of loneliness and I'm socially starved. And like, I don't know, man. It's like they never got it. They never got anything out from it. They're just like maybe y'all should be roommates or some shit. And they was like, no, we shouldn't. I'm like, what do you? I'm smiling because I'm literally laughing inside. And they think that I'm just some crazy person that's like, I want you to come with me all day. It's wild. You're my fucking brother. Yeah, he doesn't ever want to talk to me again, probably. Or his mom. He didn't even acknowledge my dad dying. He was late to the funeral. Probably doesn't even miss anybody. Or doesn't even care. He's just so brainwashed by the army. He can't talk about anything else. Talk about how depressed he is, but he never changes it. Like, you're just using it to get girls now. That's all you're doing. You were using it to get girls, and that's all you were doing. You're just using all your depression and putting it on everyone to be able to get girls. Because that's what you thought they liked. They like to see dudes with problems and actually talking about them. But no, he would never do anything about them. He would never actually do anything. And that's what pissed me off about him, is that he would literally sit and laugh with me constantly. And we would say joke after joke after joke. And then in actually, like, public, we would never do the jokes. We would never say the jokes at all out loud. He would tell me that I shouldn't fucking tell the jokes. Fuck you, bastard. Can't express myself because I think it's funny. that people will watch and actually understand that it's okay to be socially like kind of weird or some shit, or just kind of like out of bounds or some shit like that, or taboo. It wasn't always like that, though. Sometimes it's actually funny, sometimes it's actually cool. Sometimes it's actually good to get along with. July 4th, extravaganza, baby. Baby. July 4th. Woo! Talking about my problems and shit. Whatever. Oh, rants, though. There's no actual logical, real thought going into it. It's more like I still love my brother, but I just wish he would talk to me more. So, that's it. That's it. That's all. I don't care if he doesn't want to see me when he's in town. When I know that he invited all of the friends that are hanging out with me to his house, or to wherever he's staying, or to fucking... I knew already, like, even when they didn't tell me, because they told me, so that's the reason why. I knew and confirmed that, but I didn't give a shit anymore. I just wanted him to be my brother because, I don't know, I loved him, I guess. And I apologize for all the shitty fucking shit I used to say about him. It isn't even, I don't even think he views me as a real person. He just thinks I'm constantly just spewing hatred or dumb shit all the time. And he's the one that's fucking logical. Like, yeah, right, you're the fucking one that's logical. Yeah, you're so fucking logical. With your, I'm gonna date a chick that I met at a bar and fucking marry her ass. And then never talk to my fucking family ever again. No matter what views they hold or anything like that. And base that completely on the fact that those views are the reason why I don't talk to them. Because they're Republican or whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit about being Republican. It doesn't mean you're racist. It just means you like to keep your money and not spend it on charity after charity because you don't trust the charity. Because sometimes half the money, or at least 3/4 of the money, never even goes to the actual goddamn fucking whatever the purpose is supposed to be, or the motto itself is like, we are plant a tree for every fucking thing. Even though last year they did all that shit, I didn't tell you about the fact they don't do that every goddamn day. Last year they planted 1 million trees, and that's the reason why every single thing they do makes more trees. Is because they already fucking goddamn planted the trees. So they're not actually doing it. Still, they're not actually still doing it, or even checking on the trees. They don't give a shit if they're growing. They just planted them. That's all they did. You actually like research into what they're actually doing with different stuff, and then realize that like, yeah, Mr. Beast planted 10,000 trees, and then accredited it to a bunch of different businesses around him. And then a bunch of different companies get to say that they planted those trees. I planted an entire forest. Oh, great, dude, you're awesome. Guess what lives there? Nothing, because nothing lived there in the first place. The soil is arid. Those trees are going to cause landslides. Good job. It's a good idea not to put a fucking tree somewhere. We have surveyors and a bunch of different people that tell us that the soil's been good for a very long time. Yeah, but somehow this year is the worst year because there's all bunch of rain in the goddamn South and the Mideast and a bunch of different places that are constantly getting hit by storms. So yes, the soil is arid. So yes, those trees might cause landslides one day, or eventually cause landslides when you realize the elevation change is happening right now. Just like, be scientifically minded. I'm scientifically minded, right? Be that way. Stop acting like all your stuff makes things. Oh, I don't get receipts anymore. I get an email. They still break down the trees and make the goddamn receipt paper. You can still get the receipt in paper. You know why? Because they already cut down the fucking tree. It's like, but if everyone gets an emailed receipt, then they won't cut down the tree anymore. It's like, no, they'll still cut down the tree, but they'll just put it towards something else. You know why? Because the lumber industry is terrible at ever doing things that people want them to do. The most amounts of death happen by literally cutting down trees, and no one ever stops doing it. And you know why they cut down trees? To be able to have trails through the Amazon. To be about certain things that are people are able to go to different places and have safaris, and then say that they're purposeful or that they're doing something right. And it really doesn't matter, because huge snakes like that shouldn't fucking exist. You know the person it's gonna make? Literally 10,000 generations from that. You know the giant lizard that's gonna come from that goddamn 30-foot snake that swallows people whole and is a village nuisance? In the entirety of fucking like, oh, this place looks beautiful, oh my god, is it the rainforest? You know the rainforest fucking floods constantly. There are so many diseases there that they lost count. God damn, man. But you gotta preserve nature. Fuck you, piece of shit. Sometimes you have to preserve nature when it is fleeting, okay? But not when it kills people on a regular basis. Like, yeah, burn the Amazon. I don't give a shit. Why? You know why? You know why? Do you know why? Because it killed more people when it wasn't on fire. That's why. Because people can get out of the way of the fire, but they can't understand the fact that little bug that they're fucking putting in their goddamn porridge, or that little fly that's around them, is actually a bloat fly and causes a terrible, terrible sickness and disease. And we have to take care of them because that's the reason why they fucking live there. Why the fuck don't they fix it? Because they don't have scientists. Why? Because they have grounds that are made for science. They have places to go, big buildings that people go to constantly. I'm talking about the efforts of conservationism and the real efforts of people who don't understand that the Amazon is murdering people. It's like a flipper toss sometimes. Really, sometimes what people need to understand about actual science, and like the reason why people are getting diseases sometimes, and that they're like really are villagers that need medicine and stuff like that. I'm not saying they shouldn't care about those people. I'm just saying that you should understand that yes, they made that problem, so give them the tools to be able to make the thing that they need, but understand that also they might never make it. You know, like and understand too is just like, I don't know, like progressiveness can it takes a backseat to people giving money to things, and that's what I don't like about it. It's like, yeah, you can give money things, but you're not going to give your time out to like build a house for somebody. There's millions of people who are homeless, and you're not going to build a home so a homeless person can be off the streets. You know, like I don't know, like I don't get it. Like you're not going to put your time and say, maybe I should devote myself to actually helping these people, and then maybe society will actually even start doing anything. Because the only people that are actually even devoting themselves to anything is doing cash and expecting people to understand to do what the fuck they want and understand to do what the purpose actually is for that cash. And it's like everyone doesn't give a shit about the specifics, but they do give a shit about where the money goes exactly when you're looking at them, and they're like holding a sign or some shit, and they're constantly riled up or some shit like that, and they're mad about all the entire world being angry or crazy or stupid or racist or anything like that. They're angry at you for holding a Trump thing. He was a candidate. Stop acting like he's a fucking goddamn terrible person. He is an idiot, but he's not a terrible person. You know why? Because he doesn't like North Korea. Okay? And you respect him because he doesn't like North Korea. You know why? You know why he doesn't like North Korea? Because he saw what happened to a bunch of different people. He saw the reasons why certain things were happening. He was being informed by Secret Service that yes, he was currently enslaving more than half his actual country. And then also, little kids have to work in the goddamn field, so it's even worse than slavery. And it's been happening for literally the entirety of the entire time they've ever been a country. So longer than actual slavery. So So yeah, you can say like, oh my God, slaves are bad. There's also, but yes, they're happening everywhere all the time, and they're literally making 80% of our goods sometimes. And that's what we're trying to stop by actually pushing China out of a bunch of different things that we're actually making, and moving into Taiwan where people actually get paid to do their work, and they go home and they live in little villages and they have fun. They don't die from every disease because we burnt down some of their forest for them. Not in the war, but afterwards. And it's good sometimes to promote and preserve the actual presentation of a country instead of understanding whether it should be covered in trees or not. Just understand where predeterminative preservation actually works. Predeterminative preservation actually works with city planning and understanding where to put things in order for people to actually have the most value and be able to. That's what city planning is. Give the Amazon a city planning place and understand that yes, you should put a goddamn lab where they make whatever the fuck they want and however the fuck they want. Because yeah, you know what? The diseases and viruses are so rampant there that it wouldn't fucking matter. It wouldn't matter because they're already out there. If you step on a grass fucking twig, it might be a poisonous fucking plant bug. It might kill you in 2 seconds. If you walk past a frog and be like, oh my God, look at the colors of that frog, it might shoot something out of its eye into your eye. And that eye is a paralytic fucking poison that can kill you in literally 20 hours. Like, yeah, you fucking idiots. Fucking, yeah, preserve the rainforest and all the fucking viruses in it so you can shoot it at each other when you feel mad again and put a fucking another Wendy's on fire. I don't give a fuck about anybody. I don't give a shit. You give a shit about the flags either. You can take all your flags and shove them up your goddamn ass so next time you shit, you can actually feel fucking prideful. Be like, I took a shit with my flag, that was great. Or eat it. So then, when it comes out of you and it comes out of shit, you'll be disappointed because you fucking, your goddamn stomach acids ate it down. I give a shit about the American flag, I shit about any fucking flag, you stupid piece of shit. I give a shit about freedom. And yes, George Washington had the freedom to take a bunch of opioids and ruin his teeth. Everyone in the Lincoln administration did cocaine. And they did, and they'll tell you probably. They would have told you if they were alive, motherfucker. That's why he was so goddamn skinny. Oh, why did his son die? His son died from certain illnesses. Attributed to, what? Certain snake oil mixtures. That's what happens. People just get fucking constantly scammed and shit. That's what's worrying me all the time. These scams that old people constantly think are actually are doing stuff. And yeah, they're stupid and they should get their money stolen if they're dumb enough. But but you know what? It still sits with me bad because you know what? You just wait until they die and take their money. Say like, I'm his forgotten son, illegitimate. I live in Africa. Gimme. You know what? And you know what? You'll be able to put the scam so well that you have all the paperwork actually done, and then they'll find out it was a scam like 10 years later. After you have all the dead man's money, you don't even have to interact with them. Just fucking wait. Yeah, he might have been a neo-Nazi fascist. Yeah, but yeah, just fucking take his money when he dies. Don't fucking make him more paranoid about the world around him and make him go on a goddamn shooting spree. It's your fault, fucker. It's your fucking fault. Stupid piece of shit. It's your fucking fault. The point is just like, don't fucking tell people about themselves all the time. Don't do it. Don't tell people. My little brother had the right idea sometimes, but he just didn't really know that I didn't give a shit about that. I didn't give a shit about what people thought about me. I didn't really want to. If they don't want to know things, like, they don't have to tell things to people. They don't have to tell all these things to things like that. It's like, oh, the Amazon's burning down, we have to help it. It's like, yeah, but then my $2 isn't going to really go anywhere, right? You know, the $2 that I have left over from like me eating a goddamn fast food thing isn't going to help the goddamn entire rainforest, you know? I'm not well off. I'm not lying. I don't have privilege. It's not the only privilege I have is hiding from all the people who want to murder people. That's all. That's all I have the privilege of. Like I'm just like staying inside because people might have guns and then shoot them in the air and then one of those bullets might hit me in the head. I'm paranoid. Whatever. Who gives a shit? At least I'm logical about it. And no, I'm not going to go out on July 4th because people go missing on all holidays in New Orleans. It's just fucking crazy shit that people do. They're stupid. Yes, I played metal in the middle of the French Quarter, and it pisses people off, and I like it that way. And yes, if fucking a van full of bitches wants to come up to me and play rap music, I will accept that. I will probably be... If I saw all of them, I'd probably be attracted to like one or two. All the hot, messy bitches, I just really wouldn't be attracted to. Like the chick smiling in the front seat. I didn't like her, but I probably would have liked the chicks in the back that were like being quiet and like, why are you doing this? Like sort of thing. You know, because they're the cute ones and they're the ones that don't fucking want to fucking hurt people's feelings and shit. Or the ones that hid their actual emotions because they were just going along with their friends. That's the reason why I go along with my friends sometimes. But sometimes my friends are stupid. And I don't go along with my friends. Because COVID-19 is still around, man. Like, just because you got the fucking vaccination doesn't mean it actually still works 3.5 months into it. You're going to have to get another one. So I realize that. And just because the COVID-19 is down doesn't mean you should stop wearing a mask. Doesn't mean the person next to you in line doesn't have like the COVID shit sometimes, or the COVID anythings or whatever, the COVID lung disease or something like that. Whatever the thing makes you do, I don't know. I guess it's like a force in your body that makes you do things. I don't know, whatever. And it goes into my belief that like most viruses are really just forces inside your body, little forces and stuff like that make you do things, or proteins inside your body that make your body do a certain thing, like your reflexes and stuff like that, and your adrenaline running and stuff like that. Even when I got sick, sometimes I'd never have the shits. I'd never like thrown up a lot. I only throw up when I like drink too much alcohol, and then like I like eat something a lot. I eat like too much food maybe. I don't know. I love food, so it's okay. Oh, that line, baby, that line. Making a line. Yeah. Yeah, baby, yeah. There we go. We're going to jump down and then over. Yeah. Oh, fuck. That didn't happen right the way I wanted it to. God damn it. Let's go to a different map after this. And then... Oh, no. Let's go to a different map. Let's go to community maps. Hundland, the warehouse, Applewood Park. Let's see Applewood Park. Things that I see in my life are just, they get to me sometimes. The new Rick and Morty's coming out, so that's what I like about frickin' yeah. That's what I like about frickin' I don't know. That's what I like about the July 4th. These people are awesome enough to make cool stuff about science that I actually enjoy. And if you ever look up a series that you like, there's just one season of, but look up this. It's called What the Fuck 101. It's such a good series. It's such dark memes. It's dark stuff. It's dark topics, but it's literally seeing them in a different light and understanding them to be completely a part of the human condition. And even the animal condition, like animals and shit like that. Like animal condition, like there have been like you literally think that penguins are cool, but you think that like, oh, they have to be rescued and shit. Like no, they will fuck anything. They will fuck anything that moves. They fucked their babies. They fucked dead bodies. They even found out that more than one case of a penguin fucking a dead head on a stick in the snow. It's so crazy, dude. It's a mind fuck. It's a complete mind fuck, and it is so fucking fun to watch. Because people are going to understand the reason why there's certain people that don't conserve. It's like they're not conservationists or anything like that about the environment because the environment is absolute chaos. Does anybody know that? Like, it's absolute chaos. Like, it's always fucked up. There's something always eating something or putting its goddamn babies inside of another thing until that thing dies, and then those little babies come out and eat it as it's dying. Does anybody know the zombie wasp? Oh my god, man. There's just like so many fucking things out there that like just will blow your mind as far as the absolute like the fucking conniving crazy ass nature that is real nature, and people, they're not the one that they see on safari and not the ones they see, oh, the lions, they are the king of the jungle. Like, no, they're fucking not, dude. There are small dogs that literally take lions out in fucking droves sometimes. There are small like African dogs that like fuck shit up in front of lions, and if there's too many of the dogs, they will not survive. They won't survive. But they constantly fight and they always vie for territory all the time, all the fucking time. I don't know why they do it. It doesn't matter. There's no real reason to like for them to fight. But the point is that sometimes they're doing it for actual attention. They're doing it for actual attention sometimes. Like a lot of times during safari, they will literally bite or eat a fucking cub or something or anything because they're afraid that one of those people will take it, or they're afraid that they're going to take away something, or they're not showing their dominance or something like that. And that's literally half the shit that is on safari. Is like half the shit is you finding out that animals literally will attack things just because you are there. Like it's fucking crazy, dude. I think that's the reason why a lot of people don't realize what Jurassic Park really was like a metaphor for. It's a metaphor for conservationism and like actual stuff. It's like a lot of these kind of animals, they really require our absence sometimes. Like you're like, oh, the domesticated dogs and stuff like that. It's like I don't have pets anymore. There's too much emotional constructs that go into it, and watch me just not really feel anything when the animal really dies or something like that. And just like the reason why, like, oh, you're so crass, and so you don't feel anything, you don't feel any emotions. The animal would not feel anything for me either. It would not feel anything. It would feel stoic, maybe a little bit nostalgic, but it would not feel love. Like it'd be like, oh, that's the dude that used to feed me. Darn. Like that's like the word, the most it would actually come to. But if it actually was like even brought down to like English or anything like that, there are a lot of animals that have literally lost their lives because of me. A cat literally ate its entire family. A dog got put to sleep because it had babies and it constantly would protect them and literally just keep them away from us constantly. And that's the reason why they put her to sleep and then sold the puppies. And as soon as like dogs learn language, they're gonna absolutely hate us. They're gonna hate everything. As soon as they get opposable thumbs, they're gonna try to overthrow us. It's like you don't know how real it is. If cats got thumbs, they would fucking murder us. Like you don't understand like how real that actually is. There's even a book on the fact is how you can tell if your cat wants to kill you. It's like that's a real thing. Like the people don't understand. Like I wouldn't want them to get opposable thumbs, but they're probably gonna get them eventually. Like I've noticed that stuff. It's just like there's so many things that like people like try to conserve that's like that really doesn't need your actual like attention sometimes. Like I know trees are like really a big difference. They make oxygen, they help us breathe and stuff like that. But really kind of there's a lot of wind that helps us breathe too. Like the reason why certain oxygen molecules get to us and certain things is because of some of the tides and some of the actual wind things. Because there is nitrogen, but it is still breathable. Like there's oxygen molecules in pretty much every single like carbon monoxide, right? It's carbon. If you have a filter, it's oxide. You can still drink. You can still not breathe, not drink. Breathe the oxygen. Like carbon dioxide. It comes out of your lungs. You know why? Because you have carbon in your lungs. You're a carbon being. And you know, sometimes even in certain parts of the actual atmosphere, those things break down and there's no such thing as carbon dioxide or oxygen or anything because of the weightlessness that there is. And the fact that an oxygen molecule is heavier in some cases, and not because of carbon, because it's just heavier than the certain part of the atmosphere that that's in. And the reason why like we don't constantly provide oxygen for the entire universe is not because of gravity. It's because the oxygen molecules literally can't exist in certain areas because of the actual lack of air. Like, the lack of actual molecules. It's like, oh, it's further away from the planet, and that's the reason why. It's like, oh, yeah, cool. That's the only explanation you're going to have. And the reasons why we have oxygen on this planet, and the reasons why certain things, like trees, actually breathe carbon dioxide, because you know why? Because they have bark, and they have carbon on them, and they protect themselves from certain predators that are actually that way because of the way that they evolve. Like, we probably actually share more plant DNA with than actual things. It's been thought of already. I already talked about it on here, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But if you ever want to get into a really short, fucked up version of what people should be viewing on anything about science, nature, fucking like anything, CIA, conspiracy theories and shit, and oh man, it's so cool. God damn it. And that's why I love Rick and Morty, because there's so many things you can actually even understand. Like there's some of the stuff that's just like about certain like the things all it's all hilarious. And it's about they have certain like stoicness. It's like, oh goodness, it's so cool, dude. It's so fucking cool. Like the whole first season was about just science, and it was amazing. It was so amazing. Like the different processes of if certain realities exist, if realities break off into realities or something like that, are technically in the quantum realm. We affect the quantum realm by just existing sometimes, or the reason why the quantum realm hasn't been laid out on a platter to us is because we ourselves constantly do not choose to ignore its existence, because we don't even understand it constantly, like through string theories. The more we understand, the more it will become clear to us, or some shit, and we'll find the God particle or whatever, or something like that. Then everybody will be happy and shit, and they'll understand the reasons why they put on that black makeup in the desert. It's because it helps your eyes. No, it's because actually makeup, what it does, it dries out your tear ducts. And the reason why is because it creates more liquid underneath your tear ducts. People don't know why, but it dries out a lot of things because it's caked on. It doesn't protect your eyes from the sun. It makes you tear up. And that's the reason why. Not helpful. No makeup is actually helpful. It's helpful to notice that chick who, if she didn't have pimples, she would look a lot better. God, it's so insensitive. Oh shit, that was awesome. That's it. That's all. I don't know. And then I don't know what women do sometimes when they like try to like say the whole catfish thing or whatever. They try to make a stoic sort of sarcastic movement. They try to get in like the weirdest position possible. Or they try to make their face look flat as shit with like a certain light, and then they'll put that other light on them, and they're like, wow, now she looks a lot better because there's shadows on her face. Yeah, obviously. Fuck, they're gonna try to make themselves look as unattractive as possible when they're trying to actually say that they catfish people. So yeah, they're gonna turn on the fucking bathroom light for one thing, and then when they put on their makeup, they're gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna put the camera 6 with fucking lighting source number 2. That's why the bitches look hot. So those dudes look like I have 6-packs all the fucking time. I have a 6-pack. It's just covered in fat. That's it. That's all. I look like I have fucking like a big ass fucking goddamn muscular things. I have these things right here. These are like all I have. They are like little fucking dentations that like poke out my belly more, and I'm just like, fuck this, god damn it. I don't look attractive at all. But like from the side, fuck yeah, I look fucking awesome. I just run into a wall. God damn it, no. Yeah! Oh, yes! Awesome! Paused it. That's how I do everything, is I pause everything. My friends think that that's the point that I do sometimes. I don't do it on purpose because my fingers are huge. And I do random moves like on like certain fighting games because I actually have those big fingers. And then the reason why they get pissed off is because sometimes I press the start button on accident and they're like, Joe's cheating. And I'm just like, yeah, cheated, you bitch. Fuck you. I didn't mean to do that. Like, I didn't. Like, they don't remember like what position they were in. Sometimes I'm like, I'm sorry. Let's just back up. Let's just back up. And he's like, but I was in the middle of a combo. So let's just back up. Just back up. Or if I hit them on accident, like, and then I hit the pause button, and then I hit them on accident, I take damage too. Like I make them hit me or something like that. I'll make them hit me. Like I ask them to hit me on the fighting games so that things remain fair. Shit. Yeah, let's talk about I talked about a lot of things in this thing of extravaganza, this July 4th extravaganza. It's a 2-hour extravaganza because I'm not going to go any further than this on this. I talked about a lot of stuff. Talked about actual progressiveness and being progressive and understanding that yes, sometimes things need your absence in order to be able to flourish. That also being said is that yes, somehow somebody needs to understand that yes, eventually zombies will exist because of the zombie fly and the zombie hornet and the zombie mushroom. All of those different things literally existing within America sometimes. And oh my god, that was amazing. Son of a bitch. Damn it. Alright. I just clipped through a goddamn railing. That would not happened in real life. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can jump these 2 benches. That'd be really cool. Damn it. Damn it. It's like it's way too early. I can't do it. I gotta jump off this bench early in order to make it to that one. Damn it. Okay. I gotta jump off this bench early. Okay. I can do it. I can't do it. Okay, I can do it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it, bitch. God damn it. Yeah, there we go. Damn it, okay. Okay, so you are your own one-person bomb squad. We talked about trauma, we talked about different things, we talked about how mad we are at little brother for not talking to me and saying things like, oh, I'll be around, and then blocking my number on his phone, and then saying stupid shit. Literally, he's like a fucking person that I said I was attracted to, and she thought I was like obsessed with her or something. I've never been obsessed with anyone. Never. I'll say your butt looks nice, goddammit, because your butt looks nice. And if you don't like me saying that, then tell me. Don't just tell my friend and expect me to like fucking apologize for it and I get mad about it. And then expect me to like your birthday. Fuck you. Or actually want to be around you on your birthday, even though you constantly say shit to other people about me. You be honest with a fucking friend of mine. Just gotta be honest with me. I'm not telling you how honest I am. I wanted to remain honest and tell you about my intentions. But no, you wanted to tell one of your friends, or one of my friends, who is also my friend, and my friend respected me and told me what happened, why you said those things, and also he said that I'm wild, even though I just liked you. It was whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm a wild motherfucker, and I talk about wild shit all the time because I'm a smart individual. But I'm very intelligent. I'm not very stupid. I don't believe people's bullshit. If you're actually traumatized, you wouldn't actually stay at the stupid fucking house you stay at. You're just hiding your feelings from everyone. Which means you're hiding your feelings from your boyfriend. Which means I was trying to give you a better fucking option. But it doesn't matter. I can't make people like me, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, we're talking about trauma. We talked about the Amazon. We talked about the reason and need for people to not fucking have 30-foot fucking snakes in their goddamn backyard. Because they'll literally eat anything. Big things eat anything. They eat anything, and yeah, whales eat plankton. Fuck you, you dumb motherfucker. Are you lying? They eat plankton, but you know why they eat plankton? Because they ate everything they wanted to eat in the goddamn ocean. Back in prehistoric times. They have those memories, you motherfuckers. Because they're happy now. Because all the other things are extinct. You fucking idiots. It's like, oh, they're so stoic and amazing. So yeah, when it wants to eat you, it's going to get teeth again. And your ass is going to be fucking running from them. So we talked about preservation of our land and understanding that not always trees are good, because sometimes land go bye-bye. That's why. Because that's the reason why people don't give a shit about the oceans rising. You know why? Because it's always going in the air too sometimes. You know why it's going in the air? You know why it's coming down as rain on the ground? Because that's what always happens. And yes, oh my god, there's like 300 feet of ice in some places. Yeah, there's also underground fucking water caves. And you know what happens when ice actually expands? You know what it does? It goes 8 times over its actual size. 8 times. 8 times its actual size. That's what ice is compared to water. So your 300 feet is like 5 feet. Fuck you. Maybe it's 12 feet. I don't give a fuck. It's going to eventually all evaporate because the sun is going to burn us alive, you piece of shit. That's why we're getting in fucking goddamn strips so we can run fucking away from it. That's what preservation is. Motherfuckers. It's like, oh, the trees, oh my god. Like, yeah, the trees are gonna die too, you piece of shit. Oh my god, all the trees, not gonna have any food to eat because I'm vegetarian. So you know what vegetarians eat? Fucking fish, eat fish. And yeah, when fish get teeth, they're gonna start wanting to eat you too, you motherfucker. They're called dogfish. And when they're and piranhas, like anything with a fucking mouth on it at all. It's like sometimes they don't go after humans, but usually they'll go after anything. And if there's enough of them, they'll eat an entire fucking elephant whole in like 20 seconds. I hate when they come up with metaphors and shit like that and act like the entire jungle is going to last forever. It's not. It's eventually going to die, and people are going to die, and then the things are going to die, and then the best thing is going to be like, oh, I'm the fucking best, and then something else is going to come, and it's going to be, oh, I'm the fucking best, and that one's going to fight, and that's going to happen all over again, the war is going to happen, and everybody's going to say they're the best, and blah, 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 blah. And that's the reason why everybody's fucked up, and everybody's got to forgive each other, and say each other, forgive and forget. But Genghis Khan didn't say that shit, and he just literally died, like 50 years after his entire fucking empire just fucking flourished and made a bunch of people Asian. Oh my god. Against their will. And sometimes with their will, but unbeknownst to them, he just wanted to fucking make himself live forever. He thought that he could live forever in the hearts and minds of people who he fucked. Or the hearts and minds of the children of people who he fucked. Because that's the point. Is just like everybody wants to remember people, so that's what they remember about Genghis Khan. They don't remember anything about Napoleon. They just remember that he was short. 5'7" was regular for that time, but also only regular for that time in that area. So also realize that yes, also history is classist, completely classist. But you know what? There's no written history in South Africa because they decided to move away because they ate all that shit. They ate all of it. They fucking ate all of a bunch of different shit that weren't supposed to eat, and that's why they came up with those stupid poisons they give people when they want to ruin kingdoms. So yeah, life came from there, but also life came from other places. Because if you're literally, that's a classist system. That's saying it's classist. It's just as classist as saying that all it's just as classist as saying that like, oh, trees are great. But have you heard of this thing called paper? I was like, yeah, I'm an artist. I fucking know what paper is, you bitch. You can 3D print paper, you know that, right? It's like, why would you do that? It's like, it's from like liquid and stuff. It's like, oh, really? What is the liquid made of? Sap from trees. Why do you get the sap from trees? How do you get the sap from trees? Well, all you do is just poke a hole in it, and then the tree eventually dies. Oh, why does it die? Well, you take all the sap from it. Usually, that's what happens. Like, darn, guys, because you can't have maple syrup on those pancakes anymore. Those vegan pancakes. Oh, but guess what? If you don't eat maple syrup anymore, then other people are still gonna eat maple syrup and not care about it because this place is gonna fucking blow up eventually. That's why Bo Burnham said, like I give a shit. I'm explaining his actions, but I don't know what he actually means. And that's the point, is like in our hearts and minds, as we get older, the world pretty much dies in our favor and everything, all that other different stuff. And we are currently, like, that's the reason why he didn't really give a shit, I guess. That was the metaphor he's trying to say. It's just like, yeah, like really, like I could do anything about it individually. You really can't. And when people don't understand that, they get together and make communities that have no fucking goddamn premise on actually helping anything. They just want to talk about helping everything. And then make everyone feel like they're helping everything. And then that's why they do those little stupid protests against all the construction that's never going to stop taking down the Amazon forest because it's never going to fucking stop growing. Do you ever think that anything they set on fire will literally go in the air? It'll probably do that. That's the point. They'll probably go airborne, and that's the reason why people will die. I'm not saying that Bill Gates is right. I'm just saying that there's nothing we can do. And really, billionaires, what the fuck can they do? They really can't do anything but throw money at a problem most of the time. And that money is completely and utterly just fucking, like, vandalized. People are just like, oh my god, you have to take this seriously, or else we're not going to be able to get the support we need from different companies and sponsors that actually sponsor people. And oh my god. Well, you know what I say to that? I say that sponsors sometimes don't really know what the human existence really is or wants, and actually creates an idea that actually stops us from evolving. So yeah, it's a really stoic and generalization making thing. I'm just understanding that yes, certain different people who make companies stop people from evolving and make them very, very, very unhealthy for a very long time to be able to create and understand a business out of it. And then they get them to like build their muscle and be able to build up a whole bunch of different other stuff that really doesn't matter, because really you're strong individually. As long as you can carry your own weight and you can carry your own weight well, then you're pretty much healthy. It's the reason why I'm 330 pounds and still have a 130 fucking goddamn BPM over fucking 70. Because being healthy isn't about weight, it's about being healthy. About eating many things and understanding that yes, spices are good, but not always spices are good. That's the problem with a lot of people who have sodium over yeah, and most of them are black and southern. It sucks, and there's dudes who are fat because of it, and it sucks. And they're like, I'm not fat, I'm healthy, but I like sauce on all my wings. So yeah, you probably should get the garlic fucking rub, okay? Well, I don't like the garlic rub, it tastes too stupid and it's grainy. He's like, well, that's the reason why it's grainy, because it's not fucking always salt, okay? It's probably sugar, and that's the reason why. You got sugar, you get salt, you need water. You can drink some water. I don't want to drink water, I want to drink Kool-Aid. Like, I don't want to drink anything else. I want to drink stuff that like just is awesome. And it's not because it's black, it's because he's fat. It's because watermelon is his favorite flavor. And also watermelon is my favorite flavor. I love it. It's awesome. But I don't drink a whole bunch of Arizona iced teas anymore because I know that all that shit is bad for you. Also, mucho mango is my shit, but it's not all mango. You have to understand that it's artificial flavors. It's natural and artificial flavors. So they have weird little fructoses and corn syrups and shit in it. It makes it taste like an actual mango. But it's not an actual mango because you don't even know the mango flavor. Mangoes are sometimes bitter. That's the reason why the mango freezy tastes so goddamn good. Because all you taste is the sweetness, and you taste a little part of the mango that they tried to put in there, and that's the reason why everybody loves mango freezies at goddamn Jazz Fest. So what have we talked about? A lot of shit. I don't really know how I'm supposed to actually constantly follow what I'm saying. Now we talk about trauma, talk about the rainforest, talk about people and their stupidity, and their also constant want to be progressive, but their need or want to be progressive hinders their actual need and constant like wants. You want to be smart too about your progressiveness and realize that yes, our environment changes constantly all the time, and so the charities and a bunch of different people who actually do different things should change all the time. And also off the grid living, like think about that. I don't know. If you want to be progressive and actually live off the grid and understand that yes, using natural resources claims a lot of different things, and realizing that your actual carbon footprint is way higher than you really think it is. Per capita, every individual consumes a lot more than they really think they do. Even chicks who think they're vegan, and they're not vegan sometimes because they're eating a lot of meat, and then they choose veganism because they want, like, I'm a vegan, but I'm also a big, beautiful woman. It's like, no, you're not. You have a thyroid condition probably, and that thyroid condition is probably because of a certain medication that you're taking, or even a certain vitamin that you might be experiencing under, and then realizing that that's the reason why you're kind of overweight. But the understanding is that sometimes people can move fast and still be fat. Understanding that's thyroid condition. And you're just fat because you ate a bunch of KFC and decided that you become vegan to try to combat that, and that's the reason why your body is hurting right now, and the reason why you have diarrhea. That's the reason why you have diarrhea, is just constantly changing your foods over and over and over again is the thing that gives you diarrhea. It's not the actual fact. It's like, oh, you're releasing your toxins. It's like, no. You're not releasing toxins. Your body is used to a certain amount of sugar all the time. And when your body's used to that certain amount of sugar, your shits are fine. But when you constantly take out that sugar or take out that goddamn other thing that you took out, you're going to understand that you will have the shits unless you eat a little bit of the thing you actually had. It's teaching you a little bit about being an addict. It's understanding that, yes, you should not take, heroin. But if you take heroin, you should not get off of it all the time. You should take Suboxone, be able to wean yourself off of it, and have the little fits and the little fucking jerks and the little hurts and the little everything slower than you would in a 24-hour period where you just literally get all the way off of it and you almost die. But yeah, that happens. Same thing with alcohol. You don't drink a lot, you don't drink a whole bunch, you drink a little bit, or you drink a little tiny bit, or you drink enough. Enough where you feel a little bit buzzed, but you're having a good time. That's the one. It's like, what's that dude, the alcohol dude that said it? He's like, I'm drunk enough to I'm drunk enough to not know what I'm doing, but I'm sober enough. Wait, no, I'm sober enough. I'm drunk enough to know what I'm doing, and I'm sober enough to know what I'm doing, but I'm drunk enough to have fun doing it. It's not the way to do it, but I am a liar. The Trailer Park Boys. They had some great fucking goddamn quotes from Trailer Park Boys. It was the most amazing, dude. The most amazing ever. It was hilarious. It was the best. It was good. It was really good. I I don't know, it became redundant after a while because the characters never came up with anything better to like actually do. So there's just the same stuff over and over again sometimes. Like they would steal something and then they'd have to give it back and they go to jail, and they'd steal something again and have to give it back and they go to jail. I don't know. It'll be funny for them to get away with it at least once, like how being the stupid people that they are. It's just like that's the real reason, because that stuff actually happens in real life. And that will be even funnier, I think, because there's a lot of people that like, really don't know what's happening or going on around them sometimes, and people will literally rob a bank and have no idea that they're actually robbing the bank or something like that until they actually point the gun in their face, like the guy's got a mask on. What's it, Halloween? It's not Halloween. You'll be wondering the entire time until like, give me all your money, and you're like, oh. So yes. We talk about trauma, talk about my little brother being a dumbass and not talking to me, even though I love him and care about him and think he's a cool person sometimes, even though you can invite my friends and not me out on a goddamn bar, to a goddamn Miss May's bar. Stupid motherfucker. And I'm just getting drunk every day, all night, obviously. That's all I fucking do, huh? I tell that one chick that I don't talk to any fucking more, not because she had cancer, because she's a mean fucking bitch. Because she literally learned from someone else that I drink, and then understood that to be the actual thing that I only do all the time, even though I'm fucking huge and I have muscles and shit. And no, I don't always drink all the time. I actually have a fucking neck muscles and fucking biceps sometimes when I work out. I just don't go to a gym because I hate people. And also COVID. But more than that, I hate people because they're stupid, pretentious. They think that everyone's going to look at them when they're doing some stupid exercise. So they're in the middle of the goddamn gym. Even though there's a fucking one all the way over there they can actually go to and be in their own goddamn corner and not have me fucking watch them all the goddamn time, waiting for them to get off the goddamn thing so I can be looked at. So we talked about trauma, talked about the rainforest, talked about animals doing things to impress humans, to make them think that they're more dominant than humans are, to understand that, yes, if we get too close to a goddamn snake, eventually we will be off the food chain. Especially one that is 30 feet long and also has others and more others there. But yes, sometimes there are big, huge monsters that control all the tides in our... I know it's a huge, crazy conspiracy theory, but also Cthulhu's real, and he's coming, and he's gonna tentacle all our faces, just like they did that chick in Resident Evil 3. It's fucking bugs and shit with fucking the tentacle arms and stuff. It's gonna get on them. It's gonna get on them, and they're gonna like it. And then take herbs to throw out their babies. So we talked about trauma. Talked about how much a shallow douchebag I am. Obviously, I'm a shallow douchebag. I don't give a shit. I'm smarter than people give me credit for, and it's funnier when I mess with people, especially my little brother, when he thinks that I'm a fucking idiot, when I don't know that he's a dumb fucking piece of shit that likes to act like he can just hide parts of his life from people, especially people that he loves. Like the time he almost licked a dog penis. So I'm gonna say that. Since you don't want to fucking hang out with me. I stopped him. I was like, Jacob, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I'm like, fuck you, Jacob. You know what? Not fuck you, Jacob, because let Jericho do that. It's a terrible fucking joke, and it's really horrible. It's about abuse, normalization of abuse. It's not funny. But you know what? I made it any fucking way, because I don't give a shit about people anymore. I give a shit about my brother. I give a shit about peoples. I'm gonna call my brother Adam. My older brother. He actually talks to me. Have a good day. Have a good July 4th. And just don't take everything so seriously. It doesn't matter if you get out alive, but if you do, tell someone, you know, right? You know? Because if you find the thing that makes you immortal, maybe it's getting off this rock that's spinning out of fucking control. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe fuck you. Maybe anyways. Maybe you're a good person. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe you're just misunderstood. Maybe you should not let people understand you. But just be yourself. And also, my final breath, swallowed by the womb of Beth.